Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tabletop Notch. Thank you all so much for joining us. As always, we left off truly in the thick of things as we attempt to flee the Ebbwoods crater and make our way out of the Ebbwoods as a whole. The lodestone has been smacked.
Bonked.
You bonked.
Bonked it. So one thing down, just gotta make our way out. But before we jump into that excitement and dive into the campaign, as always, a few things to say, shout-outs, thoughts. Where should we start?
Hey guys,
Why did
come here for a second. Can you hit
Didn't
stop?
see you there.
on the screen there?
Whatever it is, just stop.
If you missed the episode, you can catch us in a bunch of different ways outside of the stream. Are you actually shutting me off?
No. Gets weighed off.
Nope.
What are you doing?
Oh my god. I trust a man surrounded by flowers.
What?
If you missed the episode, you can tune in and catch us in podcast form every Tuesday morning. The podcast is loaded. You can find us on Spotify, on iTunes, on a bunch of other podcast platforms that I presently forget at the moment. Apple. I said that, didn't I?
No.
Spotify, Apple. I said iTunes.
Oh,
It's just old.
same.
Vintage Apple.
Your iPod Classic.
Right.
On your iPod Classic.
Shut up.
What else? We re-air the episode on...
There we go.
I thought it was done. We re-air the episode. If you missed the episode, we also do a live re-air on YouTube every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you missed that, it then just lives on YouTube forever, in perpetuity.
Wow.
You can watch it whenever you want.
Yes.
What?
The internet.
The internet. You can also find us on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram, at Tabletop Notch. It's probably how a bunch of you found us right now. We post some funny stuff. We post some behind-the-scenes stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, if there's behind-the-scenes things to share, there is.
Got one in the tank, baby.
You got one in the tank.
In the chamber.
Oh.
The tank is full. But the chamber is ready. Anyway,
Another great way to engage with us if you don't have social media is...
discordant. Find us on Discord. We have a very fun and active Discord filled with lots of friends that are joining us on the reg. I'm always surprised. I feel like every day there's somebody in there saying, I just got caught up on YouTube. Like lots of
Crazy.
People, lots of people are. We're so thankful to have all these people, all of you people, going back and experiencing everything. And a lot of that are people are finding the Discord and finding a way to talk about the old stuff, the new stuff, and share their fan art, share their homebrew stuff. Yeah. And it's lots
People
of
are
fun.
very good about answering questions and spoiler-freeing things.
Yeah,
It's a spoiler-free zone, the Discord.
Yeah.
Yes.
for the most part.
We do our best.
Good job.
We do our best.
Except if you've got a sweet knee. That spoils everything.
Then it's misfocus sometimes. Yeah.
past it.
Yeah.
Amazing, yes.
Join us.
No transition, huh?
That's not my job.
We got merchandise.
Hey.
Oh.
We got hats, scrunchies, t-shirts, mugs, stickers, all kinds of good stuff. Some stuff in the works, ready for fall. Not quite yet, but getting there. Go ahead and check it out. And before you do that, check out our Patreon, because if you sign up to be the top-notch tier, then you get a 20% off one-time code for the merchandise. So feel free to peruse all of those resources as well.
Yes. And also the Patreon.
Oh, yes.
If you love behind-the-scenes homebrew content, we use the home brewery to make a ton of stuff. The most recent one was some backstory, lore delving for our last couple of guests, Kiimi Crow. I don't think you guys ever heard her last name in the game.
God.
And Ravi
Should've asked.
Magamet.
We did.
You
know
did.
That one.
That one we knew.
Although if you read his backstory,
I know.
maybe not so Magamet.
Oh,
know.
not so much. Also, I haven't looked, but since like an hour ago, but we're like 30 followers away from 5,000 on Twitch, which is just bonkers. And then we hit 35,000 this morning subscribers on YouTube, which is just insane. We never could have anticipated having such a wonderful community.
Yeah.
So thank you all for finding us and giving us a chance. and
So if like
supporting us.
30 of you right now, like find a friend
Yeah.
or start a new Twitch
Find a
account.
friend.
Just
Make as
have a
many
roommate.
Gmail accounts.
Have a kid, just get them a Twitter. Just let's go,
Have
let's
a
go,
kid,
let's go.
just so
Have a
that
kid
they
right
can follow
now,
us.
so that
Please.
Crazy Locha 1, Crazy Locha 2, Crazy Locha 3.
Don't
Don't
encourage them.
encourage them. They will do it. So I just wanted to say thank you so much before I dive into the like shout outs and stuff. That just this community is incredible. So thank you all very, very much.
Silly generous.
Silly generous. Last but not least, I believe, I have to scroll through quite a few things here. So I'm just gonna shout out the folks that have done stuff for us today. Night Munch resubscribed, welcome back. Cool Schaefer resubscribed, Evolving Thread resubscribed. We got Hype Train 1. I'm not gonna announce them all because that'd be crazy. Jack Rabbit Power did 500 bits. Snapping Cobra did 100 bits. Happy Panda gave out 3 community subs. Snapping Cobra gave out 1 community sub. Why did you just refresh, you bitch?
No!
Hold on. We got it.
Yes!
We got it. Yep, keep going. Thank you. Cool Shaver did 100 bits, 800 bits. Jack Rabbit Power did 200 bits. Mr. Jingleheimer did 100 bits. Jack Rabbit Power gave out 5 community subs. So did Mr. Jingleheimer. Simmer Forge subscribed. What is happening?
Last time you did that, you spilled it all over yourself.
Snapping Cobra gave out a community sub. Simmer Forge did 100 bits. Snapping Cobra did 200 bits. Jack Rabbit Power did 500 bits. Simmer Forge did 1,000 bits.
Oh my goodness.
Jack Rabbit Power did 5 community subs. Jingleheimer with 1,000 bits. Simmer Forge with another 1,000 bits. Am I just like reading a thing on loop? I feel like I am. Snapping Cobra did 200 bits. Johnny Bad Guy, welcome, 200 bits. Evolving Thread gave out a sub. Jack Rabbit Power gifted another one. Crazy Locha with 10 community subs. Mr. Jingleheimer with another 1,000.
Joking.
As well as Crazy Locha. Detective Wyvern, welcome back, resubscribe. Snapping Cobra did 100 bits, and I think we're at a Hype Train 7.
Oh!
We
baby.
didn't know existed.
Nope.
Until...
It's too fast. Slow it down.
Ludicrous speed!
All right,
from me.
everyone. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
So many milestones hit and to be hit, but as always, it is time to dive back in
Oh my
to a peek
goodness.
beneath the veil. Let's roll the intro, and when we come back, it's combat time.
Oh,
Let's do it, everybody.
Let's go,
You know, thanks for noticing.
And if you don't know what we're talking about,
You missed it.
in Season 2, Chapter 13, Lizard Lockdown, an unconscious Graven found himself lost in another buried memory, this time exploring the mountains with another young Goliath whose tattoos bore a resemblance to that of a childhood friend's. A prolonged trek took them to the site of a frozen lake, rumored to be the last resting place of an ice elemental, and the crystals at the bottom were prized by the great totem warriors whose footsteps Bourrage hoped to follow. All seemed to be going smoothly when Bourrage slipped below the ice to begin his dive, but as Graven waited at the surface, he spotted a strange three-eyed fox and immediately felt that something was amiss. Moments later, the ice was cracking and Graven plunged into the water to rescue the boy, but he found nothing other than darkness, and liquid turned to air as his surroundings changed to that of a soul shelter. It was another memory, this one more recent, but also distorted. And soon the culprit of these irregularities would reveal himself to be none other then Bufmir, the god of trickery and deceit. Like Donovan Ainsley and Grom the Gale before him, Bufmir believed that Graven's continued pursuits made Kuuzni uncharacteristically weak, and in the zero-sum game played by the meddling gods, this represented an opportunity for the others to increase their level of influence. Bufmir replaced a small piece of Graven's divine connection with one of his own, and then helped him find his way back to the party through the use of the seeming spell, making Graven appear as an oversized kobold to get him through the door of the Hanas Theater. Between Erland's reemergence, Graven's deception, and the disappearance of both Kaimi and Ravi, there was plenty of explaining that needed to be done. But in this rare moment of isolation, with the lodestone in sight, now was hardly the time. With a mighty swing of Ichabus's metal maul, Graven realigned the stone and the sound reverberated throughout the building, alerting the colony to our presence. Metal bars locked into place to secure the doors, and we had no choice but to stand and fight. And though we foresaw this to some extent, we did not anticipate such monstrous reinforcements in the form of a giant subterranean lizard. A well-placed fireball roasted most of the kobold combatants right away, but the lizard sunk its teeth into Erland, and things were looking grim until we forced him to spit it back out. The creature soaked up attack after attack, and at one point even swallowed Graven whole, until at long last, a shot to the eye and a slice to the belly from Safira got us back on our feet, and we headed for the exit in haste. Back through the foyer and into the courtyard we went, picking off scouts as we ran. The gridded puzzle outside proved to be quite a challenge without Malik's map, so we looked to Orba to rack her brain for the correct route and lead us safely across into the foggy ruins of Manasana.
You did it, eventually.
We survived.
The lift at the base of the crater was thankfully still intact, but the group was too heavy to ride up together, forcing us to split into teams of two. First to the top were Erland and Safira, and they hustled to send the platform back down as quickly as possible, a welcome sound to Orba and Graven, who were anxiously waiting at the bottom. Before we had the opportunity to board, we heard the sounds of fast-approaching foes, and we knew we'd have to buy ourselves some time against the wave of kobolds that were about to crash upon us. With as much fire and fury as we could muster, we picked off our enemies from range, and as the lift finally settled at the base of the cliff, we asked ourselves, how many attacks would we have to endure as we slowly ascended from the Ebbwoods crater? Did us drawing the attention of so many kobolds provide an easier escape opportunity for Ravi and Kaimi? And is Graven worried about losing access to his other light domain spells? Or will he simply adopt the Bufmir mindset of who fucking cares?
Yes.
We find out now
Difficult.
on Season 2, Chapter 14 of A Peek Beneath the Veil. Before it even comes to a full stop, you rush to clear rocks from the platform, a frantic and focused effort to get a head start on the return trip before your enemies overwhelm you. The scraping of stone on wood is added to a chorus of clacking and creaks, which is almost enough to drown out the distant tapping of clawed feet moving along the broken roads of Manasana. High above, crouched by the hillside, Erland steels himself for whatever might come next, the adrenaline battling the fatigue and the stress of knowing that even if Graven and Orba are boarding right now, there is hardly negligible period of time where they'll be relying on you and Safira to hold the line as they work their way back up. The air is clearer up here than it is down in the ruin, but it cuts both ways. The kobolds have a clear line of sight to the lift, and they can tell that someone is using it. And after Safira just felled the lead scout, the pack springs to high alert with draconic shouts and hisses.
Why'd you do that?
So we're gonna dive right back into the thick of it here. The last event was the lift coming all the way back down to the bottom, to the base of the cliff, and Graven immediately is the first one there. He's already got his hands on the first rock, pulling one of them off. But we're gonna go back to the initiative order, which brings us back up to Orba. So you are the first to act. Currently, right now, they're the kobolds that you can at least get your bearings on are at least 80, 90 feet away. So you have a little bit of distance between you and them at the moment.
Okay. I think what I would like to do actually is go over and help
Okay,
Graven,
great.
just to expedite the whole
Yeah, is
system.
that an action to be moving these stones?
Yes, so Orba's gonna come over. Give me a athletics check with advantage from Graven helping.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
I got you.
you don't want me doing this. You still don't want me doing this. 9.
9. Okay, so Orba goes for one of the bigger boulders, and Graven's there too, but she can't pull it all the way off. So she moves to some of the smaller rocks. She's like, one rock off. Boom. And with each rock that comes off, you can see the lift kind of shake and settle. And with each one, it starts to a little bit alleviate some of the pressure that's on it. Looks like you're going to need to get at least 1 or 2 of the bigger pieces off before you can board it.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yes. So I think I'm gonna try to take cover and get prone.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So that there's disadvantage on ranged attacks. That made me nervous.
Where would you like to go?
Can I get like right in front of Graven there? There's a little ledge, a little drop off between.
That's mainly just like a sloped terrain. It's not like a true ledge.
Oh, got it.
There's terrain here you could duck behind, or here, but this isn't really like a ledge.
Would I get any kind of like prone cover advantage if I literally just lay down right where I am?
You would be prone, so
Yeah.
ranged attacks would have disadvantage.
All right, yeah, I'll just do that.
Okay, so
Scalping and like, wow.
from the prone position, she's like pushing some small stones off of it. Okay. Great.
Graven's got a big one, and she just lays down underneath.
Yep.
Down there.
Okay.
And I think that was my action to help.
That
move
was your
things,
action, yes.
So I think that's it. And just
Okay.
as a refresher on initiative,
she
it's
goes
Orba, Safira, Kobolds, Graven, Erland, top of the round.
We're gonna go up to Safira here. So, Safira, your last round, you shot one of the kobolds. You sort of peeked out. He had gotten all the way up here. The other kobolds are still a little further behind. So there's you don't know exactly where they are, but you can hear the sounds of them in the distance, sort of working their way through the forest.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go a little closer to them so that I can.
Great.
I want to not that far.
Not this far?
Sort of towards where they are, but I want to stay sort of near where that tree is.
This tree here?
Yeah, that's
Great.
fine.
Great. Okay. That's
Try to
fine.
keep a little
10
cover if I can.
Sure, yeah,
And then
you're
I'm
behind
gonna
that tree
aim
there.
for, because I think he's close enough that I can hit him without disadvantage. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I think without getting to this rock,
All right, then I'll
you
go
need to
there.
be able. Yeah,
I would
so
like
that
to
was
be
10 feet.
on that
so
rock.
here's another 20 feet there. Yeah. So
Okay, great.
this you can see over, and we'll say you can see not this guy because he's over the top, but these two you can both see.
Okay.
And
And do I see? Did I recognize any special garb on the one that I originally shot that like caused this ruckus? Or
No, they all seem to be wearing sort of general, sort of poorly fitted makeshift armor that the kobolds have been using. So the closest one is 110 feet away.
okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at that guy.
Great. Is it that with disadvantage, or is that without? Is it I think it might be 120 actually.
It's 120 to
Yeah, it's
600 or
120.
something.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
All
not,
right.
You know, it's not.
Yeah, take the shot.
Oh my god. Oh, 14 to hit.
That hits.
Ah,
I think that's the.
that is.
I think that's
yeah. That's. Is this yeah, yes. Okay. That's 7 damage.
7,
Was
great.
It damaged already?
So it was not. So the creature's sort of working its way, and it watched its scout die in front of it, and sort of get picked off, and immediately it's sort of on high alert. Another arrow just
Okay.
comes out of the
Nice.
trees there.
And that's the only one I can see and hit.
No, there's another one right behind it.
You can see this one,
can see
but this
that
might be
one.
too far for
Yeah.
non-disadvantage. I mean, you might be able to take a shot with this.
I can.
That is. Yeah, we're gonna call that one 25 because it's usually in 5 foot
Yeah,
increments. So
okay.
it would be just with disadvantage, but still doable.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna go shoot the one that I've already shot once. Then.
He's
That-
dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was still up. Oh, great. Okay, then I'm gonna take the shot with disadvantage.
Right?
That's cost.
That's
not a roll.
Why?
What
You know
happened?
Screw this. Oh.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Ah. Ah.
What a roller coaster.
17.
17 hits.
Ah,
Roll
okay.
for damage.
Oh, 5 total damage.
5 total damage.
Is he still?
Also gone?
Also gone.
Well, that one. They might have different.
So with 2 arrows that just seem to come out of nowhere, like whistling through the trees, just brushing against the sort of pine needles of the trees around, these arrows just picking off these little creatures one by one.
why I'm
And there's
a kid.
one kind of kobold creature that
Oh, buddy.
looking, and you can hear after the 2 get picked off, there's sort of a sort of rears back and calls kind of back out into the distance.
Into the nothingness, you mean? Into the void. Into the no friends.
Okay. You moved. You have action.
Yeah,
Anything
that's
else?
it. Nothing
okay.
else.
All right. Kobold.
Next, we have the Kobold. So we're going to come down here first. And...
Who the fuck's Nora?
Orba.
30. I think
Norma,
we're going to have this guy dash.
Oh, now you dash. All right, Graven boy.
50 feet.
I gotta move.
This one's going to kind of crawl up and over some of these things here. It took a little bit of climbing,
Yeah,
so he's not going to go. Yeah, that's still a dash. And this guy's going to kind of climb up and over too. This is also 45, and it's going to be also, that's his dash. So a few of them, you can hear that kind of on some of the ruins, little clawed feet tip-tapping. And then we're going to go up to the top there. And this one, after sort of making a possibly sort of rallying cry or sort of call into the distance,
Yeah, that's good.
it's going to hide.
Oh,
behind this
Oh,
tree
I love
here.
that. Great.
Sort of just get behind this tree here, and he's gonna stay hidden there, kind of behind that tree. And you don't hear it. You don't hear anyone else yet, but he sort of made a call into the distance there. In addition, to these ones getting closer, a few more kind of appear on the horizon here. Just
Yeah, okay.
okay. So those ones just appear. Okay, that is the Kobold turn.
All right, Graven.
Okay.
Fucking moving rocks, baby.
All right, give me an athletics check with advantage.
I'm still helping with her tail.
Orb has also cleared off some of the sort of surrounding rubble so you can get at the larger rock.
23.
23. Sort of like parting the seas, Graven puts his hands between two of the boulders and just pulls them off, and one kind of falls boom, right next to Orba there by the side, and the other one off to the side. Immediately as you do that, the lift kind of... It looks like it's lurching, like
Starting
it's
to
yes,
move?
like it could go up.
Oh,
So
okay.
Graven sort of, you put your hand on it to kind of keep weight on
I
it.
mean... yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get on it.
Great, so as soon
yeah,
you
get
take a
on
big
it
footstep on.
and ready to either like pull her up or push more off, or both.
Okay, great.
I think I'm also. Can I go prone on it? There's probably not room for us to both.
Two people could not be prone on it. One person could be prone on it.
Just gonna stand on it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Graven's standing on the lift there.
Yep.
That was your action, bonus action, or anything? No. Okie dokie.
All right, Erland.
All right.
See what you got.
Well, being a real contributing member of this team.
Oh my god, 90 feet away.
So I did a stealth check when I got over there.
I know. Look at where he is.
Was that stealth check to like cross the open area, or was that to hide? Like, am
Both.
I
We
technically
lumped
I
that.
am hidden right
as
now?
far as you could tell, when you ran across and sort of ducked below the hillside, nobody saw you. Or
Okay,
heard you.
great.
Yeah, so you're. as
So
far as
like,
you
if
could
someone were
tell,
to come by, I would get unseen attacker.
if you
potentially?
like snuck up on them
Right.
and hit them, yeah, sure.
So I am then. Do I hear anything in the distance, sort of this direction?
This direction.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
With disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Perception?
Yep.
7.
He
do
doesn't even
not
know
hear
what's
anything
going
coming
on.
from that direction.
He's so far
Great.
away, he doesn't even know.
In that
The noise of the lift is like little.
Yeah, shut up for a second. I'm trying to listen.
Oh, that's
Erland screams that at the top of it. I'm going to just because I got nothing else to do. I'm gonna ready an nunchaku attack if anyone gets within 5 feet of me.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness.
I got this, guys. I got.
Speaking of the
Thanks for your
no friends
contribution.
void, he's in the no friends void. You know?
All right.
That's my turn.
Are we
the order.
the lift? So the lift. Graven's mostly holding the lift down, so we'll just go
Oh my
back
god,
to the top
look
of
at
the
you
order.
floating up there.
Okay, Orba, you're up.
All right, Orba's going to rise.
So that takes half your movement.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna matter, but that does take half your movement.
Okay.
Here with me.
Yeah, I'm coming. What's the distance from me to one of the kobolds?
Let's see. 60 to the three closest ones.
Okay, cool. Let's do a ray of frost at.
There's one kind of up on this ridge, and then there's two here in Man, this one I think is through the building there. I don't think you can see that. So this one here in the valley, or this one up here on the ridge.
Can I see which one has a sling or which one has a little poisony thing?
It doesn't look like any of them have like bottles of poison. They all
Okay.
have like a spear and a sling. They're all like kind of like scouts or warriors.
Got it. I'll do that upper guy then.
Okay, great.
Attack
roll.
16 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so it's his movement speed's reduced by 10.
Great.
7 plus 2, 9 cold.
A beam of cold goes out, bang! And he gets knocked off the back of the thing there.
Got one! And Orba's gonna get her elbows up on the lift and
Get up,
shimmy on up.
Lay down.
All right.
Should have queued up a bunch of Wilhelm screams every time we killed him.
All right, Orba and Graven both on the lift here.
Oh, okay. Orba throws her body to the
Okay, are you going to prone? I don't know if I can set prone when you're flying up.
Oh, there you go!
Okay, there we go.
And you sleep.
That's
Wild. And I think that's my turn.
The lift's a little bigger than it looks on the thing.
All right,
But
Safira's up next.
Okay.
Okay,
We're gonna go back to
I didn't see that one that hid.
You didn't, but you know, based on the sounds you heard before, that you don't think you got all of them. You definitely heard other footsteps in the distance.
Okay, I'm gonna take a second and kind of look around for Erland and then just
Okay.
and I'm gonna let go of it and keep going forward kind of towards where I heard this.
Do you want to go up, or do you want to go?
I want to go up and then a little bit to the left where I think I hear him.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Like up this way.
Yeah.
Great. So we'll call that was like.
And then can I see
25 feet of movement.
where he is?
Give me a
from
perception check. He is hiding behind a tree here.
Oh, God, no. I see nothing. That's a 6.
You get to the top of this ridge. You sort of wait, look, listen. Nothing that you can see up here.
All right, then I'm gonna. There's no one I can see that's coming directly in front of me, is there?
Nope.
How much movement do I have left?
Like we'll say another 10 feet of movement if you wanted to go back down or in a different direction.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna run as far as I can to get back to where the lift is, so that
Okay,
I can
yeah,
look
we'll say 10
down and
feet
see
here,
if
so-
I can't see what's going on down below.
Okay, yeah, you can't quite get that far, but you can start to head in that direction.
Okay.
Any held actions or any held?
No, I think
ready
I might
actions?
just dash so that I can get
Okay.
to the sort of edge
Sure.
there.
That'll give you another.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash and then I'm gonna look down.
There.
And do I see? I can't. There's nothing I can see. It's too foggy, right?
Give me a perception check, but yeah, the fog is like still up here. So
19. Oh, see, look at that. 19.
19. You definitely can't see them, but the way the lift was kind of rattling and moving as it headed down, it now looks a little different. It's like the way the ropes are moving, like it looks like it's coming up instead of going down. So it at least looks like they're
Okay.
on their way up. No targets, but
All right, then I'm just gonna wait, and I'm gonna just keep myself ready.
okay.
All right, DM, Kobold.
Okie dokie. Let's come down here. All right, so they were 60, so they're gonna go. Third there.
Oh boy.
There. This guy's gonna try and climb a little bit here. 10 feet of climbing, we'll say. And then these ones are just gonna dash. Oops. Crazy. Oh, can I not?
Yeah.
Bring the fog now a bit so I can see them. There we go. Oh god, they're underneath the thing or something. Are they hidden? Maybe I hid them by accident. There we go. I accidentally hid them.
Ah.
Oh, is that a cactus? Oh.
No, I'm not. No.
60 feet of movement.
Damn.
I just saw it. That's so cool.
Damn, they're already up there too?
60. Well, that's dash. They had to move and dash.
Yes, I see the characters.
Can any of them roll for tripping on their stupid fat faces?
This is all pretty even terrain at the moment. Okay, so this is going to be 3, I think, regular attacks here.
Oh.
Yeah, that's within 60
Are you okay?
range. No, they're still okay. So they're still far enough that these are with disadvantage.
Okay.
The slings have very short range for the most part. Okay, so this is going to be 1 attack against Orba and 2 against Graven.
Disadvantage.
Super
All with
disadvantage.
I just want to say.
Yeah, but really.
Orba, 11 to hit.
Miss you, motherfucker! I've got the ring!
That's a natural one.
Yes.
Nice.
Is it? No.
And 15.
Miss.
The Graven sort of gets down, knocks the rock away as the rock comes
What's
flying
your shield
in.
right now, acid?
Necrotic.
For those necrotic kobolds coming in hot.
Could have used that. The big fight with bony
We know.
rigatoni.
Oh, there we
We
go.
know, but when you bring it
Okay, this guy, sort of calling in a few reinforcements here. He's gonna have a couple guys that sort of emerge. And in addition to that,
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
boar?
it's a boar, and I also need to.
Boar-ish?
Is he allied? Is this boar an ally?
Oh,
I don't like that at all.
So as you hear a little more sort of rustling and scraping and skittering through the bushes, you also hear kind of a
Oh, Bubby. Oh, no.
and a little bit of thrashing
No,
as
you
it's
don't wanna
pushing
do
through the
this.
underbrush here, and you can sort of hear the sounds of you've heard the sounds of a boar. It sounds like a boar or a pig-like creature.
When can I get the spell negotiate with animals?
Okay, so they just came in, so they can't do anything. But the
but-
one guy, oops, the one guy that
That was
is
hiding?
good- yes, the hiding guy is going to start hiding. Yeah. He's gonna rush forward, but he did see his friends get picked off, so he's gonna try and kind of come up here, hide behind this tree up here.
Doesn't even
Can't
know.
hide.
Doesn't even know I'm here.
Just kidding, you can hide. Yeah, they don't know you're here because you're not here, you idiot.
Can't know you're there if you're not there at all.
Useless. Thank you. Thank
broke
you
the
for
game.
leaving me alone with this.
Uh,
Thank you.
okay.
Die if I don't participate.
That is the kobolds.
Alright, next up is Graven.
Okay,
Are there
great.
still rocks on here that take an action to get off, or is this like stuff I can just kick off as like reactions?
I'll give you a free action kick to try and get like a smaller one off, or if you want to get the lift moving faster, you take a full action to take one of the bigger ones off.
Oh, God.
And those guys aren't within 30 feet down there?
They were just over 30 feet, I think.
Yep. Action to move rocks.
Yeah, 50, 38 feet, 40 feet. Okay, great. Give me an athletics check with advantage. You have time here to.
Come on, buddy.
This one's
That's very
cocked.
powerful.
16.
16. All right, Graven squats down here and gives the final like big boulder push, and as soon as it pushes off, there's like a
Steady.
back and forth. Orba's like clinging to the edge.
I hate it.
And the whole thing kind of steadies there as you push it. Now, as soon as you do that, like it's moving up certainly faster than it was before.
Yep. That is.
Okay.
That's it.
Alright, then it's Erland.
If there's not room for me to lay on top of Orba.
Not really. I mean,
mean-
you wouldn't be prone. You can kind of like crouch
Wouldn't be
over her.
prone.
There's not room for both of
protecting.
you.
But it wouldn't give me any
No.
additional cover. Then no.
No, you just.
Orba
I'll
wouldn't
just
think
stand there with
Just
my
like
shield.
an idiot.
Okay, Erland. Give me a perception check with disadvantage up here.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Guys, can we like take a long rest or something?
No.
6.
Yeah, right now.
So as you're
yeah.
crouched against the side, you can hear some noises, but you can't identify sort of where things are coming from. It's hard to tell.
Guys.
Yeah, my nunchucks too loud.
Yeah, because you've been readying
It's
that
the ringing in your
nunchaku
ears,
attack.
Yeah.
being awake for.
Yeah, okay. All right. I am going to.
What you gonna
Step
do?
in the wind.
What are you gonna do? Tell us what you're gonna do. What are you gonna do?
I'm tempted to just run 40 feet away further.
Yeah, I would. How are you?
What?
Go get the horses ready.
Riley.
But the
we
horses
need to
are very
adjust
far
our
from
game
here. You guys
tactics
are-
here.
you
I
guys
know,
are not
I know,
on
I
the
know.
horses.
We're not near.
You guys remember traveled
Yes, we
past
traveled quite a way.
Theokas and the ghosts, like, and up the hill. The horses are very far from.
Oh, the-
I also don't know where the horses are because I wasn't there when you guys left.
oh yeah.
Also true.
So maybe don't go get the horses then.
The nipples.
I am going to. Oh, that's right. I am going to. Fuck! I don't hear anything. I'm
No, you
gonna.
don't.
I'm gonna keep my readied nunchaku attack action.
Just he's literally sitting there flinging his ball around, just waiting.
And I want to
Sticks, not a ball. You're thinking of Bizarre's flail. And Chaku's the 2 sticks. attack.
Oh, so it's the balls around.
No.
No, it's the sticks.
Sticks with the chain.
Double stick. There's a
Yeah.
chain on it.
Not stick and ball. Stick double stick.
This is breaking my brain.
We'll Google a picture of nunchaku in between.
I had 6 or 7 totally different.
Oh!
Not like a bolus.
I thought it was. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry.
It's not a flavor.
I ready a
of a bolus.
nunchaku action. Great. That's my turn.
Ready?
Let's move on.
Excellent. Who is next? We got the lift.
Top of the
Who's
lineup.
next?
Oh no, it's
Um,
top of the lineup.
the lift, though. Yeah.
The lift, though.
That lift though.
Do you even lift, bro?
All right.
Please
You
lift, bro.
guys start to.
Oh, guys, we're on fire.
Oh, that's gonna get us out of range a little bit. Maybe,
Nunchaku.
maybe, but not this time. But the next time,
Oh.
when they go to this,
Well,
there's
it's,
only
it's
gonna be.
coming from a hypotenuse.
All right.
We got-
The
we got
first journey up the lift has begun.
Sure.
30, but I mean next round.
Making noise. It's like occasionally, because it's kind of free floating with its cables, it like bops against the side of the cliff and kind of rattles a little bit. Graven trying to steady it as best he can. You continue to rise. All right, we return to the top. Orba.
Okay, she's just gonna go for. Is anybody within 60 feet, or is it mostly bigger than that?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm
This
gonna hit that.
closest one.
I'm gonna hit that little guy.
Or this one. They're both, yeah, 6 feet and 50 feet.
What one? The lower one? Yeah, I'll hit the lower one with another ray of frost.
Okay, give me an attack roll. Orba's like peering over the side.
It's 11 to hit.
11 misses.
Oh.
Now sort of rising above the fog, it's getting a little harder to pinpoint your targets. Watch as the ray of frost just hit off the
Don't worry,
side.
there'll be
Orba
more.
looks up. They missed.
I know.
And that's my whole turn.
Okay, Safira.
Now, hearing the lift coming, I want to kind of look and see if I can see them.
They're still below the fog. You cannot see anyone yet.
Okay, I want to turn around then and see if I can see anyone behind me.
Okay, Safira like ping-ponging
Yeah.
back and forth. Moves back in this direction. We'll
Oh my
say
God.
like 15 feet there.
No,
get
what
up
he's
there.
doing is this.
Give me a perception check.
Do not mock.
Oh, that's a 6.
6. Aside from the sort of bovine noises, or not bovine, porcine noises, cow coming through. Porcine noises that you heard before, it's hard to pinpoint exactly where they're coming from. You could get closer, but like if you got to the top of that ridge again, you might be able
Hearing the lift come up faster, I want to go a little further in.
to. Okay. So that was 15 before. Here's another. This is 25. So now you can
let's
peer
see what I
over the
can
top,
see.
and you can see this boar just like creeping out from behind one of the trees there. You see the kind of.
Fuck. Okay.
Mutual enemy.
Do I notice it, actually, do I notice it doing anything with the kobolds? Is it like...
It doesn't seem like the giant lizard where it's like
No
hostile to
allegiance.
everything.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
the boar seems like a pet. I mean, it seems a little frantic, but it seems more. Yeah, again,
Do
an
I
ally.
see any kobolds near it, or do I just see
I think there's one behind the tree there. That you don't see any kobolds yet. So far,
Have like
you
a saddle or things on it?
no.
Like,
It just seems like
man.
that doesn't mean you couldn't ride it, but it doesn't
kind
have a
of
saddle.
reluctantly, sorry buddy, and I'm gonna aim at the boar.
Okay, let's see how far that is.
Piggy ups.
110. Still, you can still make it there.
Alright,
Uh,
that is definitely going to kill that little boar.
I don't know about kill. That's a little cocky.
27 to hit.
27
It's not even
hits,
hit him,
roll
I
for
should
damage.
say.
27 misses.
Oh,
the boar's
God! Oh, that is 10 total damage.
10 total damage. Okay, we're also gonna put the boar into
Oh,
the.
sure. With the kobolds or in a different.
No, it's gonna be.
Oh, I don't have the numbers.
Oh, he might not have fought.
What's the roll?
Did I
It was 11. Yeah.
I honestly think that was
I think
like
that's pretty up
tied
there.
at the bottom.
Oh,
What,
really? Oh no, it was the other fight that we had really low initiatives for.
I think 11 was like the bottom of
We don't remember the numbers. He also came in late. We're gonna put him just before the lift, so it's Erland boar
Okay.
lift. We'll just put him at the end of the creature initiative.
The boar's after me? That's super important. Yes,
It is. Okay, and it was 10
Less of a
damage?
chance
Is that
to
what it
hit
was?
something.
Yes, it was 10 total damage.
Great, so you lose the arrow, and there's just a moment of silence before, like,
And then immediately, I want to knock another arrow and shoot again.
go ahead. And he's hurt this time, obviously.
That's a 19 to hit.
19
God.
hits, roll for damage.
Here we go.
Yeah, my modifier is +8. It should always be that good. That's 10 total damage.
Plus.
With
Oh, plus
Flare,
15 total damage now.
15 total damage.
Light up that board.
So sorry.
Arrow goes flying out, and immediately it was just kind of shaking its head to sort of knock the arrow out of its sort of the side of its head, and the other one just sticks in the side.
Aww.
And it's sort of
It's still up?
crashing around. It is, yeah, it's a
Oh.
giant boar. It's not a sort of
It's a
stand.
boy.
But
Okay.
yeah, those hits, they sunk deep there into the flesh.
Okay.
To its hide.
I'm gonna take a, I think I'm gonna stay there.
Okay.
Less of a. She's not really helping out the spirit of this boar in any
Yeah.
way. Just ending its life.
No, yeah, I definitely murdered that boar.
Okay, the kobolds are up.
Chits.
Let's
They're
stay
little bitches.
here for the time being. So, as the boar takes a couple of hits, this kobold that sort of was hiding in the tree here, you hear kind of a sort of motioning in your direction. And these kobolds, as they emerge, give me a perception check, Safira.
Oh god. 15?
15, great. So as these creatures start to emerge, you can tell that they are
Hey, fuck off.
you can tell that they are not equipped in the same way as some of the other ones. These ones have a couple of bottles kind of strapped to their sort of belt along the side, and one of them kind of reaches down, has a little glass canister, and they're kind of slowly creeping forward here.
Kind of knowing that we've already blown our spot, I'm gonna yell, "Fuck! Potion bottles!"
Okay. And
Incoming!
As soon as you yell, and a few of them skitter in your direction. They're gonna dash here.
What do you mean by all right? I have 14 HP.
Okay, they're both gonna head forward.
Yeah.
And then this
Yeah.
one who hasn't moved yet, after sort of calling him forth, he's gonna return to his spot back here. And as he sort of gets his back up against the tree,
Okay, we
sort of
gotta get
again calling out into the distance. He's gonna use his action to do that. Okay, that was the kobolds up here. We are going to go down to the lower level.
Shut up, guys. We gotta run out of here.
Okay,
We're gonna
these
sprint
ones
out of the Ebbwoods.
basically gonna come all the way to the base here.
That doesn't help us, does it? That they're kind of shooting upward.
It's already with disadvantage against Orba, and until you kind of get above the fog line, it really doesn't make a huge difference there. It's 30 feet. I don't think these guys can quite make it. They might not be able to shoot that at all, but let's do the other ones first. It's a short range on the. Okay, let's measure these. It's like 30 feet. I think that's
disadvantage for both of us still, right?
30 feet is the range, so that one doesn't have disadvantage, but these two look like they do.
Good.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 2. Right now, they can barely see Orba at all, sort of on the ledge. So this is gonna be 3 against Graven, 2 with disadvantage, 1 with advantage.
If I can tell which one,
One with Graven.
can I warding flare the one that
Sure,
is-
the one that does. Yeah, the one that gets the closest, who seems
Yeah.
like he has the best shot. Burst of light. So all 3 of these are with disadvantage. 8 to hit. Miss. The second one. That is a 12 to hit.
Miss.
And then the third one. That's not gonna do it either. A natural 20 and a 7 to hit. And the third one, Graven sees that one coming in at the last moment, knocks it away with his shield. And they're sort of standing at the bottom, looking up, and Graven's peering over the side, making sure that they don't sort of prepare for another volley of attacks. I don't even think these ones can reach. Yes, 60 feet. Let me check really quick with the max range. Okay, it's a 120 with disadvantage. All right, there's gonna be a bunch more disadvantage attacks here. This one I can't really see you. He's gonna dash to get forward, so there's gonna be 2 more disadvantage attacks here. So they're standing on the top of that little ridge there, and you just see a couple more. Not gonna do it. 5 to hit.
Yes.
15 to hit. And just like a chorus of
That
like
was sexy.
All the rocks banging off of Graven's shield.
Yeah, that
As
is.
the lift continues to rise,
So far.
all of those attacks miss. I don't think there's anyone else to come creep closer at the moment. Okay, that's the kobolds done for the time being.
All right, gravy.
Graven's up. So before the lift rises further, you can see a few of them there at the base.
Gravy, baby.
So the closest one is 30.
Yeah, there was one that was 30, I think. Or I just have
He
the
was like
pointer at
30.5.
I just have the pointer at like the yeah. We'll call that 30, and then that one moved close. 2 are within 30, and then these are a little.
I mean, I think Toll the Dead is within 60, so
Oh,
I don't
great.
think it matters. But
Do you have a preference? You want the closest one? There's like
closest
4 here.
one, yeah. Yep. Wisdom saving throw.
Not super wise. That is a 4. on the old
Fail.
wisdom.
Me?
Is 9.
9 immediately,
necrotic damage.
and you can barely still see them as the fog sort of rises over the top of their heads, and you just see like a little twirl, and then a collapse on the ground.
It sounds like shit's going down up there. Get ready to run when we get up there.
Yeah, you could hear Safira's voice like echoing in the distance a little bit.
Not what I said.
Yeah, not exactly what you said.
I was shouting that to Noah.
Shit's going down.
Okay,
All right.
you done?
Yeah.
All right, we're
Erland.
heading over to Erland.
What's he gonna do? This
Yeah, what are you gonna
time?
do? I can't wait.
Guys,
Get a dart?
don't make fun of him. He's doing everything he can.
We have to.
Thank you.
Sorry. I'm serious. I'm great.
Erland takes a
play with
dart
your
and stabs
stick?
himself.
How many feet away am
No
I
idea.
from anyone?
You don't know.
I guess
closest
can
guys
I
are-
even see?
Yeah, 77. If you want to, you'll have to make a stealth check if you want to peek up over the edge of the ridge there. Would you
My
like to do so?
No, I don't. I want to read the rules of this first.
Oh my god!
So
That's what other people's turns are.
Yeah, that is what other people's turns are for. All you're doing is standing there.
I am going to.
I will still love you if you just stand there.
Just stand there.
I'm gonna ready a nunchaku action.
Oh, good.
If anyone gets within 5 feet.
Oh, thank
I love it.
goodness.
Do I hear anyone coming close?
Give me a perception check.
Oh my god.
okay, 12.
12. It does sound like now, as they're getting closer through some of the leaves and brush, you can hear.
Does it sound like they're moving? I'm sort of on this ridge. Does it sound like they're, I don't know what direction, but like east of the ridge here? Does it sound like they're.
Like toward the lift? Is that what you?
No, does it sound like they're coming from the other way?
It does not sound like they're.
It sounds like they're all above me. At this
Yes, it
point. Okay,
does,
great.
yeah. Also, I would say you are not able to pinpoint where it is, but you definitely heard sounds of the boar taking some hits. You heard like the squeals in the distance.
Cool.
Squeals.
Great.
Light.
That boar sounds like it's having a good time.
I should go.
That's my turn.
Okie dokie. All right, the boar here. I think I need to.
I'm gonna read what the special ability does now.
Oh my god.
All right, the boar. Let me make sure I have the right movement here.
We find him up there with his foot up on the tree, just like flicking through a little diary.
Okay, so as the other kobold, the one who was kind of directing the other one, sort of pointed in the direction of where he thought Safira's arrow was shooting from and where the voice was coming from, the boar immediately starts to go into a nice fast sprint.
Cool.
Oh, that's got some movement.
Oh yeah, he really does. Look at him.
Sort of pushing
I
brush
hate that.
and logs out of the way, sort of kicking things to the side, goes into a full sprint as fast as it can. And that is its turn. It's moving.
That
moving
thing will
down.
definitely be
Okay,
able
then
to-
it's the lift.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna
Left.
do my darndest.
It's gonna move up another
Any
20
faster than
feet
last
here. No, it's about the same, but it's moving quickly. I mean, given that there's 2 people on it, everybody's gonna move up 20 feet.
Oh no, I'm not anxious at all. What makes
Okie
me
dokie. All right. Moving as quickly as it can, we return to Orba at the top. So at this point, the fog is like high enough that any attack made at this point is basically with disadvantage. You're sort of a little guessing, shooting. You can see kind of shadows moving in the fog below you.
Is there any cover in addition? Any add to AC?
For you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. And again, some of them might not even be able to see you at this point, like with the fog up above them. So it's getting more and more difficult, the sort of gap between the two of you to see, to bridge that gap. All right, Orba.
Okay, a quick question. How is it conceivable that the lift will be up at its destination by the end of the round? No.
At least 2 more rounds.
Okay. What the fuck do I do? There's nothing to do.
Yeah.
You could find the shadows down below. You could make a disadvantage shot down into the.
No, you.
Yeah,
it won't
but
go up
there's-
anymore.
I know it won't. I know, I'm just saying.
What just happened?
Whoa. She was like, I'm gonna have to jump onto the lift. They start going back down.
And Graven just up there, moves her off to the side.
I meant I'm giving up. I was making a joke.
Oh, you were just like, don't worry, I'll help you.
No, that's not what I meant. Oh my god. Hysterical.
Orba, what are you doing?
Oh man. Graven, any plans?
I just told you we run when we get up there.
Okay, but like right now.
I can't see anything up there.
I can't either. Okay. I got nothing.
Again, you could make a disadvantage shot at one of these down here if you want to.
Guess.
Or
I guess
you can-
I guess I'll throw a chill touch at someone.
Sure,
with
make a disadvantage. Yep.
That's a 13 to hit.
13 hits. Roll for
All right,
damage.
all right. So 2 of these guys. 7 total.
7
and then
total
they can-
damage. You sort of shoot out as best you can that sort of necrotic energy, and you hear a little sort of, and one of the shadows kind of disappears from down below as it gets even lower to the ground.
I got it. I got it. I don't know.
Good job.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
All right, that's it.
All right.
Okay, Safira.
All right.
Well, we just had this discussion, but I can't cast Healing Spirit because he's too freaking far away and the range is 60 feet.
Do you even have any spell slots left?
I actually do
Oh.
still have 1 level 2 spell slot and 1 level 1 spell slot. Which is why I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike in this moment,
Okay,
and
great.
I'm going to try to finish this boar. I'm going to use the extra force damage on this
I did
attack.
that wrong. Oh, I have caps lock on. That's fine.
Okay.
There.
Drama.
Using Zephyr Strike, and you're using the shot
Using
on the board.
the shot on the board right now, yes.
Great. Does it give you advantage?
No. Well,
There's
actually,
one
the
at-
attacks. I thought it did too. You give yourself advantage, which thank.
Safira.
You just watched that happen, right? That was a 3, and then I rolled a 4.
What's the roll?
12.
12 hits.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm shocked.
It is an armorless, large board
Okay.
rampaging through the
Okay.
open wilderness.
Okay, so then we're okay.
Light him up here.
That's 8 damage initially. Colossus is an additional 6, and then the force on this is an additional 5.
19.
19 total.
Yeah, it's 1d8.
So as the creature is charging forward, pushing brush out of its way, one arrow fires out and it kind of puts his face into the dirt and slides forward and comes to a stop there, just at the base of that.
Okay, now can I see anyone else behind him?
If you you can definitely see this guy, and if you moved up a little bit on top, you could see the other one as well, the closer one. But you can see this one already.
Okay, yeah, then I wanna move up so I can see the one that's closer.
Okay, great. Move up 10 feet there.
Okay,
You can see this one
great.
here.
And I'm gonna take a shot.
It's full quiver, baby. Come on.
That's a dirty 20.
That hits.
Oh my god, that's 5 total damage.
5 damage.
kills him.
As it's
We'll see.
running
We have
forward,
these.
as it's running forward, it's like popping the bottle to one of its poisons that it looks like it's about to throw, and it brings its arm up, and the arrow goes through the bottle.
Oh, that's sick.
and it dies there on the spot as the poison
It's like,
spills
oh,
over.
one less.
I want them. Go get them.
No.
Go get them. I want that
Run around
poison.
pressing triangle.
Great. And then
You have a little bit of movement.
I have a little bit of movement,
Take
so
all, take all,
now
take
I'm
all.
gonna go
Oh.
back towards
Like
where
fiction
use the
person,
rest
I
of my
didn't know
movement to
that.
get as close as I can to the bridge to the.
Don't you have, that's 20 there, and don't you have extra movement from Zephyr?
Yes, I do. I get an extra 30 feet of movement. I think. Yeah, 30 feet until the end of my turn.
Until the spell ends, doesn't provoke opportunity. And on that turn where you give yourself advantage, you
You
get
can
an
get an
extra
extra 30
Great.
feet. Yeah. So.
Excellent.
You're doing great.
So
Yeah. Thanks.
if you're holding the line, so that was
On my
10:30. So now you have another. Yeah, so you can get. Do you want to go as far as you can?
Yeah, I want to go as far as I can.
Okay, great. You get basically all the way to the
And-
edge of the lift.
Hoping they can kind of hear me, I kind of want to lean down and we gotta run. Come on up.
You
we
can
gotta
hear her
run.
at this point. You can hear Safira shouting.
Okay, that doesn't sound good.
How many up there?
Give me a perception check. With the rattling, it's a little hard to hear.
Oh, that's a dirty 20.
You hear Graven's resonant voice coming up the side.
Oh.
You hear him call back up to you.
Too fucking many are lost, Erland. Come up.
Erland's gone. Let's get out of here.
Graven is listening and looks down normally. It's gonna be okay.
Wait, did I just hear that right? We gotta get up there.
We'll find out when
We
get
gotta
there.
go.
Find out. He's gone. I lost him.
Okay.
Asking event just rated us. Hello. Welcome.
Welcome. Erland's dead. Apparently, we don't know that. But
Canon now.
Canon
He's
now.
dead.
the kobolds. Okay, before the lift gets too high, there's gonna be a couple disadvantage.
Very sad.
Yeah, it's whatever.
So there's 2 more disadvantage shots up here as it's disadvantage and add 2 to your AC because of like cover from them down below.
Okay.
That's a 9 to hit, and then okay, 17 to hit. It's
Miss.
Oh,
Because
we
if I
get
add
+2.
2,
You do.
yeah,
So
miss.
as a little rock comes up out of the fog, and Graven's looking down, and you hear like a hit the bottom of the lift there, and you look down, and you see the rock kind of falling back. And as the rock's falling down below, you hear kind of. Okay, those guys are stuck down there. So I think we've only got kobolds up here at the top. Okay, so this one here is going to run kind of up toward the ledge here. He's going to sprint up here. He's going to get up here, try and get as good a vantage point as possible. And this guy, now that he's made his call, is going to resume his little hiding spot over here. And as that one starts to hide, I need Erland to give me a perception.
Come on. No.
6. Okay, you don't hear anything. Another kobold starts to emerge.
Very long time since I've slept.
Yeah, you're over
Whose
there
fault is that?
vaguely napping.
Not our fault.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't keep you up all night.
Okay, that is going to be. This one is going to move 30 feet forward, and that is the kobold turn. Okay.
Okay, after that it's Graven.
Okie dokie. This is the last turn. You can probably make a disadvantage attack down below.
But if it's a saving throw and I have to
You have to be able to see them. Give me a perception check through the fog. I'll say you might be able to catch sight of one.
Perception is 11.
Yeah, you can't see them through the fog there. It's getting a little too thick.
So I think my cantrips are all saving throws. Yeah.
No, if you have to be able to see your target, you can't see it.
No, I'm just gonna keep a hand on Orba's shoulder.
She's like,
in case I need to cast anything next minute.
It's. I'm not sure what you meant, but
Use my action to mourn.
yeah, to mourn Erland.
I just spent my turn just teething.
And in a shocking turn of events, Erland's alive.
suddenly Erland's in the
In
Thank
fact,
you, DM.
you heard Safira yell, "Erland's gone," or whatever.
We lost Erland.
I lost him.
And Erland thinks to himself, "Maybe I am lost." What would you like to do?
Can I use like contemplate as an action?
Can I use con?
Do I hear any guys?
Give me a perception check.
No, it's not. Oh my
rolled 2 6s, 9.
Yep, nothing that you can discern.
I am going
What do you
to.
think is happening
It's a
right
good thing
now?
you're not in the tunnel.
Guys, this is gonna be
I
fucking
mean, you
crazy.
can tell this stuff.
Yeah,
He's been hearing you.
Guys,
just-
hold on to your pants.
Oh,
I'm gonna use my turn to ready an action. Ready a nunchaku attack. If anyone gets within 5 feet of my name.
Oh, crazy.
You're creating energy with this thing.
It's gonna turn its building energy. He's gonna hit something and it's gonna go like. All right, we are over to the lift.
Oh, come on, guys.
All right, let's go up a little bit more.
Doggy telling
Graven
you to
spent his
hurry.
turn
There's
willing it to
nothing
move
you
on.
can do to make it go faster.
Ooh, could I take an action to take a dump off the side?
He takes and then
Hold on. Orba, look away. Don't look at me.
it's like cutting weight for wrestling.
No, it's more like, Orba, take a look. That was a good one.
And you hear yet again.
That one's much more distressed
The
though.
lift. Okay, joining.
Get the fuck out.
No, that's okay. That's part of the kobolds. Great. That's the lift. We're back to Orba. Anything you want to do while you're here? You're still
shit with me.
prone. Also, do you want to remain prone? Here's the lift.
No, I
You're
think I'm
starting
gonna
to
get up.
see the fog is again sort of up here. You're starting to see the platform above you start to come into vision there.
Okay, I think I'm gonna rise. I'm gonna get up.
Okay. Great.
Excuse me.
Steady, steady.
And Orba's gonna ready a, let's say she's gonna ready a ray of frost for if she sees a kobold's head peek out from over the.
Okay, great.
like,
sort of
lift platform.
balancing, and the lift's kind of shaking back and forth a little bit, but you get your hands ready.
Yeah, so
Great.
she'll just ready that in case.
You can ready? I could have readied a cantrip, huh?
You're yes, as long as it has a casting time of 1 action, you can ready
Oh,
it.
yeah, let me make
Alright.
sure that.
I should have done that.
It was just digging around.
Thinking about poop.
Thinking about
Thinking about poop.
thinking
that's
about
an
what
action.
Erland's dead body looks like.
Yeah, ray of frost is an action. I'll hold it.
Looks like an idiot.
Thinking about how he cast that fireball and now can't
does
cast
look
for
like an
Vivify. All right, Safira, you're up, holding the line here at the top.
Okay. I'm looking again, like I've been waiting this whole time to
You're
hear
starting to
Erland's
see
little pitter patter, but
Below
he's not coming.
you don't see Erland, but below the line of the fog, you're starting to see like a square shape of dark start to
Okay.
rise, and you can start to see the vague outline of the lift starting to get all the way to the top.
You all right?
You can hear her at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, we're coming.
Okay.
Keep clearing the way.
Is Erland dead?
What? No, he just ran 90 feet away.
That's enough.
And I'm gonna kind of turn around and
Exactly 9.
I counted.
yeah, I count. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So I want to now, seeing that they've started to get up and that there's nothing like hanging onto the platform with
Not
them,
that you can tell.
I'm gonna run back to sort of where I was,
Up the rocks there.
up the rocks,
Okay.
and see if I can't see from there. Can I see the guy that I heard over there?
Give me a perception check. You can definitely see this guy.
Ooh, that is a 17.
Okay, in addition to the one here on the top of the rocks here that you can definitely see, this one that appeared in the distance that is sort of running forwards. He's running as fast as he can, sort of at a full sprint, and he looks like he has that kind of tinkerer's alchemist's attire that the ones with the potion bottles have. But this one is cradling in his arms like a blackish black powder bomb. And he's running
fuck
forward.
No, no, he's not. He's not anymore.
And he's like, he doesn't even look at you. He's sprinting in the direction of the lift. Like,
No.
using this, having holding this black powder
Okay,
bomb.
I wanna.
as hard as
Can
he
I put myself in the way of him?
Sure. Yeah. Well, you used. I think.
I mean, like moving 5 feet to the side so that I'm in his line of.
You'd still be up on the rocks here. Like he's gonna move presumably along,
Okay, never
unless he
mind.
runs up over.
Can I take a shot at him
You
without
can
disadvantage?
take-
I'm
yep,
going to do
I think you are. Yeah.
that. And I'm taking my glove off because this is serious business. 16 to hit.
16 hits. Roll for damage.
I can't read these people at all.
Because I can't do the math.
I know it
instead.
looks
So
like
it takes me a long time. It takes me until I get to the last counting.
Because it's 13.
Oh wait.
Oh, wait,
What's the?
Did I do the math wrong?
Yes. You're plus 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 13 to hit.
Okay, it's 13.
13 misses. This creature, unlike a couple of the other kobolds, has a little
Has
bit
a
of
little-
armor on him.
I'm gonna
and
take
the
another
arrow
shot.
flies through, and he goes just to the side, and the arrow like sticks into the armor, the loose part of the armor, kind of all hanging
Okay.
off the side.
Trying again
Okay,
for
take
this
another
one.
shot.
8, right?
It's plus 8. My modifier is plus 8. I just can't do math.
17?
Yeah.
17.
Roll for damage.
All right, come on. Okay.
Oh my god! That's 4 total.
4 total damage. We're still running as fast as he can with an arrow sticking out of his side there.
Okay, that's I think everything I can do. I don't
Okay.
think there's any other.
Yeah, I think you have
Yeah,
5 feet.
I don't have any. I have nothing else I can do. Okay, then in that case, I only have 5 feet of movement left.
Yep.
I just want to use the 5 feet of movement to get a little closer to the path that he's going on.
Okay, sure. We'll say you can get a little closer. Yep.
And then that's it, I guess.
Okay.
And actually, no, that's it. I can't do anything else.
Okay. All right, we've got the kobolds.
Yes, we do.
All right, the ones at the bottom are fully out of range at this point. So we will swing up here to the top. So, as long as, where'd he go? Oh yeah, the guy's over here. So, some of these guys, a little more noise coming through the trees here.
Okey-dokey.
Fuck those guys. Is that the way we're going eventually?
No, well, I think we can go.
Towards me.
Yeah, so they're gonna dash here, and they're gonna dip down. And
Oh no.
Is that our path?
The jig is up.
That's where we want to go.
You guys are headed not down here. You're headed like over here in this direction. Like you're headed along
okay.
here and then over here
So we
to
have
go
the
back in the
other
direction
side.
you can. There's another one here. He's gonna dash. Great. So they're starting to like work their way down the side of the cliff base here, and then we've got this guy. That's the bomb. We'll do him last. This guy who can see Safira here is gonna take one of those little potions and lob one in your direction here. I'm gonna get the attack modifier. Great. That's gonna hit, I think. 17 to hit.
Yep. Ow.
Okay. As the bottle goes through the air, you see a little bit of bubbling reddish liquid.
Oh boy.
It crashes against you. There's like a little combustion. Like as soon as it reacts with the air,
Okay.
it makes a little ball of flame. You are coated in alchemist's fire.
Oh boy.
shit.
Okay.
You take 2 fire damage right now. And the fire is like sticking to you, and you need to take an action to pat it out, or it will continue to burn on you.
Yes.
So you have that choice. You can let it burn, and it will continue to burn, but you have to try and pat it out if you want it to go out. Let's go ahead and put that condition on you. I need you to make a concentration saving throw as well.
What?
For Zephyr, which I think is still on.
Oh no, I don't. I think it's.
Does it deactivate when you use it?
I think it does when you use it. Once before the spell. Oh well, no.
No,
it's,
the
it's still active,
no
'cause
provoke
no
opportunities.
provoc-
Yeah,
that's-
it's still active. So that.
concentration save. Yeah, that's a 2. That doesn't save.
Okay, so that ends as well. So those end, and we'll add alchemist fire. Okay.
And our healer's on an elevator.
Okay. That's gonna be. He's gonna attack there, and then he's gonna duck behind this tree. Here. So he's kind of
I have 12 HP.
Oh, okay.
And then this little guy, who has become the kind of signal caller here, is gonna take a little dash back to
Damn.
here.
Yeah, we gotta get that guy.
And he looks like he's gonna kind of maybe calling out into the distance once more. He seems to be kind of directing the flow of traffic. Okay, finally, this one's gonna move forward.
boy.
60 feet. And as he's running, he takes out a little flint and the little fuse on the bomb is lit.
Cool. Bring him down.
Thank you for the reminder.
Okie dokie. That is the kobolds, which takes us to Graven.
God. Yeah, holding a cantrip, toll the dead for if I see anything
Okay.
as it goes up here.
All right. Erland's up.
What do I hear?
Give me a perception check.
You hear?
I will allow you to make this with advantage, but regular.
Doesn't need it.
I don't even need it, bro. 18.
Okay. Not only can you hear suddenly the sound above you of the fuse being lit, you can also hear coming down the cliffside to your right a little bit of some stones tumbling down the mountainside.
Okay, I am going to. Shit! And I'm gonna sort of clamber over that ridge and head towards the bomb.
Okay.
I have 40 feet of movement.
Okay. Are you gonna go up to him?
Does it's on a timer, I assume, right? So if I were to kill him, it wouldn't just explode.
You don't
It's
know.
not a timer, but it is.
Mechanical
You would have to
rules.
extinguish the fuse flame.
In order to make it flexible.
Yes. It is a lit fuse.
Okay, how many feet of movement did it take for me to get to him if I try and go all the way up to him?
40 feet of movement.
Okay, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna get within 20 feet of him.
You were up here, not in there. I dropped you. Within 20 feet of him.
I'd like to go this way.
This way?
Yeah, within 20 feet of him.
Okay, so if I put you there, that is about within.
Great.
There. That's within 20 feet of him.
So I am going to sort of take a dart out of my cloak and toss a dart.
Oh, we got a dart.
Give me an attack roll.
11 to hit.
Misses. The dart, he's got this kind of thick padded armor, and the dart just kind of sticks into the armor.
Okay, gonna take my second attack.
Okay.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
There we go.
For damage.
Little dart damage. Not that much.
Didn't you already hit him though?
Yeah, I think I already hit him.
He looks a little heartier than his sort of
7 piercing
7
damage.
piercing damage.
Very good.
Erland misses the first one.
Yeah, that's
dart
the
out
best
of the
a dart's
cloak.
ever done.
Throws the dart, and immediately as he's cradling the bomb, he looks up and the dart sticks right into his neck, and he kind of tumbles forward, drops the bomb, and it starts to kind of roll. He's dead, but we're gonna put him in kind of knockdown condition,
throw it back at
and
them?
this is the bomb that's kind of rolling. It rolls like 10, like 5-ish feet in your direction.
I used all my movement, didn't I? There. Cool. We are going to use Rejuvenate.
Okay.
So that puts me over sepsis.
Okay.
It gives
so
me
Erland sees the bomb rolling towards him and
puts the hands down and just and there's sort of like the grass sort of comes towards my hand a little bit.
Awesome.
So that gives me +2 on this turn. Guys, I have 4 HP now. And that's round 1. So this lasts for I believe 5 rounds. That's right. And I used all my movement. I have an extra attack, but no one's near me. Oh, I need to
Roll for your
do.
bullshit.
I need to roll.
Roll for
it goes-
bullshit.
I am over already. I don't even need to. Do
we don't have the sepsis model yet, do we?
So
The Erland sepsis
Oh
model.
shit! I'm gonna buy it during the break.
We have a poisoned version of Erland. That we have.
2d12, and I get to choose one of the affliction.
Yes, you pick one of the negative afflictions.
11 or 2.
Alright.
Sorry, give me a moment here.
Yep, take a second. So the bomb is sort of rolling forward a little bit. That fuse getting like it's quickly burning down. I mean, it's made of just sort of a loose hemp material. Getting closer and closer. It looks like if it's not lit, within the next round, if it's not diffused, it might explode.
Can you share with the class?
Would it be a
Okay.
check to
Yeah, what do we got?
diffuse it or
Yeah.
an action?
No, it would be a
Okay.
check. Not a difficult one, but a check.
So my choices are either Plague Ripple. You and any creature within 10 feet of you make a Constitution saving throw and take X poison damage on a failure,
Wait, you take it too?
or half as much on a success. X is your maximum sepsis level plus your monk's level.
Yep, can't do that.
You're guaranteed to take at least a little bit of damage.
Yes, that will probably knock me out. And with that, I gain resistance to poison and acid damage.
Uh,
Cool.
Could be a poison bomb.
Bradycardia is the other one. How do you pronounce that?
Brachycardia?
No, I think it is bradycardia.
Bradycardia.
Yep. Just a different.
You cannot use bonus. No, sorry, wrong one. Horrifying hallucinations.
Oh boy.
That sounds good. You suffer from the frightened condition, and the closest creature to you is the source of your fear. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer to the source of fear. This condition lasts 1 minute or until you are below your sepsis level maximum. If there's a tie for closest creature, one is chosen randomly, prioritizing allies.
Yeah, I mean it's Safira because it's
However-
a creature.
I would be immune to charmed, blinded, and exhausted.
Oh my god. Exhausted.
I
Does
know.
exhausted go away then?
It wouldn't go away for as long as he has that condition. He would not be exhausted.
So for a minute, I would have no exhaustion.
Yes.
Wait, it does. Oh, but so he will.
I will
not be
become
for
exhausted
1
again.
minute.
Yes.
Okay.
He would become
And then he
as
goes
soon as
back
it
to
ends. It
exhausted.
would he would turn back.
Got
to
it.
It's only for a minute?
So,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Is that what it is? Yeah. 10 rounds.
well, I'd like to not go down, so I will be choosing horrifying hallucinations.
So as Erland feels the healing energy come up through his body, he feels that surge of sort of life and energy coursing through him, and he looks over to sort of make eye contact with Safira, and she turns into this kind of flesh-dripping monster. And her eyes are kind of falling out of her skull there, one loose eyeball, and her hands are turning into kind of goop that are sliding down as this horrifying visage looks over.
It sounds like
Just a versus anyway.
Of Safira.
You suffer the frightened condition.
And that bomb is very close to me.
It is very close to you.
How long is it gonna last, do we think?
Like to the next round.
Good thing I have to run away from Safira.
Okay,
Great.
that is the lift.
All
And
right.
once again,
Before you have your turn.
the lift is working its way.
Come on!
Oh my god, this is the world's slowest elevator.
We can't jump
Oh
that,
my
can
god. No, don't
Might
jump.
be able to.
Try.
Don't
imagine
drop.
falling. Don't do
I
that.
cannot make that.
Do I know it's Safira? Do I think Safira has turned into a monster, or do I think it's just an enemy?
No, you just think it's an enemy.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's just a.
These kobolds look weird.
Yeah, as far as you know, you went to look where Safira was, and Safira's gone, and there's no
just
creepy
this-
monster.
Okay, cool.
That's the lift. Orba.
alive.
Orba's not feeling terribly dexterous, so she's actually gonna hearing all the action that's happening up
Okay.
above. She's gonna cast mage armor on herself.
Okay.
Kind of ready herself up a little bit here. So
Okay.
her AC is now 15.
All right, I can even give you that. That's not concentration, right?
No, it's not.
1 minute, 10
Alright.
rounds.
Yeah, 10 rounds.
Get ready to go.
Yes.
Okay, that's it.
All right.
Do you want to try to
Safira.
throw you?
So, Safira, you watch Erland cast you a glance and immediately look like he's going to book it in the other direction. Like he gives you one wide-eyed, horrified look and then starts to move in the other
Do
direction.
I recognize, like, I
Again,
might recognize the sepsis.
Yeah, so he looks sort. He has that kind of veiny complexion and
Okay,
that
and
sort
he
of
said this
greenish
has happened
tinge.
I
once
have
before.
never had horrifying hallucinations.
Yes, he hasn't had that.
Oh, you
particular
haven't had that one,
affliction,
okay.
It's always awesome.
Okay.
So the first thing I need you to do is take the. I think you take it at the beginning of your turn.
Yeah, I do want to take a second to try to put it out.
Okay. Start of each of your turn. Yeah. So you
Yeah.
take another 2 fire damage right
Okay,
away at the
okay.
top of your turn, and then I need you to give me a dexterity check, straight dexterity check, to attempt to pat out the flame.
Oh man.
Just straight dex.
Yep.
Not saving.
not
what is
saving.
my straight dex?
Just the big one.
Oh, 11.
11. Great.
Ooh.
You finally get the fire put out. That did take an action.
Okay, I still see that guy, right?
Which
Bomb
guy?
guy's down.
Bomb guy's dead.
Bomb guy's dead, but I still see the one that
That
hit
threw
me
the
with
thing at
post.
you. Yep. He
Okay.
is. Actually, he's behind. You saw him run behind this tree, so it would. He has cover. He has partial cover.
Okay, then I'm going to take a second and can I run towards Erland so that I can like kind of push him out of the radius of the bomb? Can I push him? Or is
Yes.
that an action?
I'll say yes, but you wouldn't have enough movement to get you out of range of the bomb.
I see. Okay. Then I want to kind of look at Erland and say, Erland, run! And
Oh shit! Fuck! Shit!
seen anything so hideous.
Oh, I'm gonna. I guess if I know they're coming, I'm gonna say like, what she look like closest to, like a zombie?
Yeah, sort of
Oh god.
dripping flame.
Zombies as well as kobolds.
What? I have no idea what the fuck he's on about!
What else are you doing, Sarah?
I'm just gonna move then, I guess, closer to where I think they're gonna come up in the lift.
Okay.
And that's
And you have as
that'll
much
be,
movement as
yeah,
you
that'll
want.
be my
30 up.
my only.
All right.
We can start to see her at this point.
Yes, you can. As she gets close to the edge there, you can see the top of Safira's head start to come over the edge. Okay. All right.
Alright,
Is this
it's
the
the
kobolds?
kobolds.
All right.
Jesus, please don't.
Let's see. These guys are gonna have to sprint 60 feet. Whoa, why is he so high?
Whoa,
Get down there,
down.
stupid kobold. Okay.
No. How big is a bomb? Like, we've seen small hand bombs explode,
Yes.
and they have like a 30, 50-foot radius-ish.
Yeah, this looks a little bigger than a
So
standard.
it
Just
could
like
be like 50 or 60 feet.
Yeah, you don't know that
great.
specifically, but all right. So those ones move closer. This one peeks out from behind this tree here, and he's used his kind of alchemist's fire flask there, but he's gonna toss something else at you here. Attack roll. 13 to hit.
13 misses.
13 misses. Great. So he takes another little flask off his belt, tosses it, and you duck and you watch it just fly off into the fog. The two of you see like a flask just fly over the side of the edge and just down into the abyss. It's not that
Damn
close to you. Okay, who else is the shot caller here? He's gonna go from now after sort of calling reinforcements. He's gonna go to his little perch up here. Let's bring this down. Okay, that guy has moved. All right, and finally, no! I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
That's dude. It's all right. It's all right.
Natural one.
Take
A lot of dice.
11 fire damage.
Oh my god.
I'm down.
As this explosion of fire
I have a
lights
healing
up.
potion, I'm closest.
Which direction do I fly?
As soon as I see you, you're fine. As soon as I can see you.
I have to roll a
think I
dex saving throw next
can.
turn.
Let me see
Yeah.
if I do this correctly. There we go. There.
Well,
I can
maybe.
Make
Unless
a
it gets to you first.
No, I'm
red. There we go. Nice like
Yeah.
Oh, it's your next.
Oh no,
orb of fire explodes there.
I can't see you yet.
And let's get rid of this guy here.
Get out of here.
Erland is down. Okay, so in that sort of explosion of fire, there is a little bit like some of the leaves and sticks and things are sort of catching fire, crackling a little bit. And that's it. That's the end of the kobold's turn there.
Okay, it's Graven.
It's Graven. So you're close enough to make a go for it, or you can like sort of make a jump up to the platform where you can wait for the thing to rise all the way to the top.
Come on. I can't see any kobolds and I can't see Erland.
No, but you heard that, and the kind of a flash of light.
I mean, what kind of a jump is this? This is...
It's not a crazy jump. You're worried that you're not just gonna fly into the abyss, but if you come down, it might like rattle the platform back and forth.
I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Still holding... Just, yeah, holding a cantrip if I see kobolds.
Okay.
60 feet.
All right.
That's Toll the Dead. Next turn, I got you.
Let's mix up the music.
How
just a
close are
little
those
bit.
other kobolds
Wow.
to him? I mean, I don't know that. But
Yeah, you don't know that.
I also don't know that you went down.
Okie dokie.
I do.
Erland is up. I need you to make a death saving throw.
Okay, 17.
17. One
Okay.
successful death saving throw. And that brings us to the lift.
Hey.
All right. And finally, with a final clicks into place here at the top.
If I had rolled a little better.
I also fucked it up.
All right, I think that you're not that far.
my
Oh god.
We'll move you a little.
Oh, thank
Oh my god.
That's a
There's no jump required.
Oh my god.
Oh
You're just
god.
in the abyss. There we go.
We get it.
There we go.
Yay.
Okay, doke. So the lift has reached the top of the platform, and finally Safira watches as Graven and Orba's heads appear, and you can see them kind of both in a ready pose get to the top of the lift.
I don't. There's no within 60 of me that
Uh,
I see.
Yeah, can we take some
60 feet?
perception checks here?
60 is my Toll the Dead range.
Nope,
Oh,
nothing within 60.
All
Orba, what was your range? You had a help thing?
No, I did mage armor and stuff.
Oh, you did mage armor. Got it. Okay, give me both of you perception checks.
11.
6.
11. Okay, Graven, unable to see anything other than some of the sort of brush that's on fire from the bomb, from the explosion. Orba, the only thing you can see that you catch sight of is this kobold alchemist, the alchemist over here that's on the ridge.
Okay.
So you see this guy here.
Okay, yeah, no sign of Erland, I guess, right?
No sign of Erland.
Okay.
No, not from where you are.
What's the distance on that guy?
90 feet.
Great, I'm gonna cast a chill touch.
As soon as Orba gets up to the top, takes a quick look around, fires at the first creature she sees.
That is a 14 to hit.
14 hits. Roll for damage.
Okay, so it's necrotic. 6 plus 3, 9
9
necrotic.
damage. The creature takes the necrotic sort of ripping across his chest. He spins around and then he tumbles down the side of the hill there.
Okay, she's gonna then use her movement to get off of this little, like, dock, I
Yep.
guess.
Oh, it is true that she lost her.
Yeah.
Let's make you unfly there. What?
Ah!
You get up to here. Yeah, the edge of the thing there.
Great. As I'm running, I'm gonna spot Safira and just... Which direction? What do I do?
Erland's down, and I'm gonna point to where the bomb is.
Okay.
Shit.
We'll say from here and with her pointing that you can see. He's kind of in a little clearing here.
You just said he wasn't dead!
I know.
He wasn't. He wasn't before.
You can see Erland down on the ground there with the flames kind of licking at his cloak.
All right, over Orba's shoulder, and just in case he didn't hear it, she's gonna be like, Graven, forward, get Erland!
Got it.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okie dokie, who we got next here?
Next up is Safira.
All right, Safira.
Okay, can I make it to Erland from where I am?
So I think you can. I don't know if you have
Okay.
enough to do an action also.
Oh, that's what I'm wondering.
To
Do I have to
get
dash?
to Erland would be... you're 30 feet of movement, right? Yeah, you would definitely have to dash to get all the way to Erland.
Okay, I want to
Human shield.
go ahead and dash and get to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's...
And I do kind of want to. I'm
30 feet?
gonna get my healer's kit like out,
Okay.
ready to go. 'cause I
Okay, yeah,
can't-
you're basically, right there on top of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 And I'm gonna kind of try to like shield him a little bit as much as I can.
Stabilizing someone's in action, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't dash and stabilize you.
Okie dokie.
So I'm
All
just
right,
gonna-
help! Kobolds.
All right, the kobolds begin to come up here.
Yeah, but at least I'm in the way.
Gets to the top of the hill here. Can't quite get there. All right, two of them. Safira's gonna have 3/4 cover against these ones that are down on the hill. So you're gonna add 5 to your AC for these 2 rolls
Yeah,
here.
I like that.
One of them fires 18 to hit.
Misses.
What are they firing?
Slings. They're and 15 to hit.
Misses.
Both those. So with the sort of low angle, they're trying to get those stones up as best they can. And Safira's ducked down, keeping a shield on Erland. Now this one's gonna make just a straight attack, no bonus here. This one that's at the top of the hill. That's a 14 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. Okay. Take 3 bludgeoning damage. 1 rock smacks off the top of your head as you're looking over Erland with the healer's kit.
Okay.
And then I think there's just the one guy. He sees now that there's kind of reinforcements coming. He watches Safira come out. Heard the lift has come to a halt there in the distance. And this guy's once again.
Oh my god.
He's gonna start running back to his little spot here.
Little bitch.
And that is going to be the kobold's turn for now.
Who is it now?
Okay, it's Graven.
Running down
Right.
as soon as I can get eyes on Erland.
Okay, 30 feet
30
will
feet.
take you to the edge here.
Can I see him?
Oops, I don't know why I'm looking down. That's to unfly.
And
There you go.
He falls down.
You can see Erland.
And
That's a
how
pretty straight
far
shot.
is he?
He is 65 feet. 65 feet.
I don't. Healing word is only 60 feet.
Is it a bonus action?
Yeah.
So can you dash?
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
can I
dash.
dash and healing word?
Yes.
Thank you.
welcome.
I will do so. I will dash.
As Raven's running, Orba's like, go! Like, give him a little like, pat on the tush.
doing an old spell, slowing down. Yeah, I will dash.
How far do you want to go?
Have another 30.
Okay. Full 30.
Yeah.
All right.
And
That's definitely within range.
Bot and healing word him.
You may.
to his feeties.
It's like it never happened.
Is a
Back to 3
D4
HP.
plus 4 HP for about HP.
And as Safira's like taking out the healer's
do
kit
I
and
still
starting
have
to
the-
apply, immediately Erland's eyes shoot
And
open.
immediately
Am I
in front
still
of the
afraid of
monster.
her?
Yes. It's only been, So as soon as you open your eyes, you see this.
You alright, baby? You okay? You okay?
Okay.
Trying to
And
calm
you're
him
still
down.
prone as well. You're there down on the ground. You're still prone, but you are conscious.
It's very stupid.
Okay. Anything
And
else,
I'm-
Graven?
I've used my bonus, my action, all my movement.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Erland.
Or sorry, Erland.
I believe you have to because Safira's within sight.
Yeah,
but you
and
have to-
rejuvenate doesn't work because I was down.
Yep.
Oh.
I think you have to spend your turn moving. Is that
You
correct?
have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls with the source. You cannot willingly move closer to the source of fear.
Okay, great. So you don't have to run away, but you can't. You
It
can't
says I'm
move.
suffered from the frightened condition. And then it lists-
Yes. Here, yeah. Let me.
Which I think there's different versions.
There is, yeah. But let me.
Came out last time.
Frightened. I think it already says disadvantage ability and attack while your source of fear. You can't willingly move closer. Yep. So that's the same thing.
Okay, so I can just be terrified next to her.
Yes, or run anywhere that isn't in that direction.
Okay, where do I sort of prone, looking around, seeing this demon monster zombie in front of me? What do I see Kobold-wise?
You see three kind of slowly creeping their way, or at least two of them creeping their way.
How
up
close
side
is
of
the
hill.
closest one to me?
Let's find out. If you went 20 feet, you'd be within 5 feet of it.
What I want to get within 20 feet of it.
You're within 25 right now,
Oh.
and you have to spend half to get up. Also, unless you.
Yeah. No,
Okay, so I'm going to. Are they all?
Go down again.
Do they all only have ranged weapons?
No, they spear in one hand.
Okay,
Standard spear and sling.
I'm gonna sort of clamber to my feet.
Okay.
And I am going to take. So that's 20. So I have 5. If I use 5 feet of movement towards them, does that get me within 20?
You are now within 20 of this one.
Great. So I'm gonna sort of keeping this thing at bay. I'm gonna try and throw a dart at the one closest to me there.
Disadvantage.
What?
Your source of fear is within line of sight.
Oh, sorry.
You have disadvantage on attack rolls while the source
Oh,
of fear.
then I don't want to. Sorry, I don't want to.
Okay.
Just if I'm gonna have disadvantage anyways.
Yes, you have
Um,
disadvantage
great.
either way.
Fucking 8 to hit.
Throw it and ducks down.
Taking the second attack. 9 to hit.
The misses once again. Dodges out of the way.
Okay, and I am going to move then 20 feet, my remaining 20 feet. Do I see the guy sort of up there? There's a guy up over there, or was that guy killed?
This guy was killed.
Okay,
got
great.
Yeah. Thank you. Yep.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna run, sort of seeing Graven and Orba, I'm gonna run 20 feet towards them, being like,
Cool. You can't run toward them. You could run this way. You can't run in this direction because that's Safira.
oh, that's where Safira is. Great, then I'm gonna sort of run this way.
Like this way?
I want to try and get far away from those guys too. So 20 feet is all I have.
20 feet. Right.
I'm gonna sort of go like, there's 3 kobolds and a zombie, and I'm pointing at Safira.
Okay.
That is Safira, you moron.
No, it's a zombie!
I'm still holding the medicine kit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
He's like, do you see what I feel like?
The medicine kit that she's holding in her hands is like a meat cleaver and an axe to Erland, like holding it out.
Love that.
Keep it together.
Okay, the lift is done. We're back to Orba here.
Okay.
Follow the zombie.
Okay. Orba's gonna, I guess, bridge the gap a little bit, and she's gonna get up
How far
next
you want
to
to go?
Graven.
It's 30 there to get next up.
Get out of
Okay.
this round.
Now, from my memory, what is the path out of here to get back
Yeah,
to our
is up
horses?
this way and kind of up this trail here.
Okay, great. So I guess she's gonna start just trying to clear the path a little bit, and she's gonna target one of the kobolds that's on that ledge there.
Okay.
Actually,
but
what's
close.
closest to Erland? Can I see the one closest to Erland?
Yeah, it's here at the top of the ridge, 60 feet away.
Oh, not the one that's a little lower, down to the right?
You
Oh,
can't
no.
see that one.
Okay, great. I'm gonna cast, that's 60?
Yep.
Yep, let's do some fucking Ray of Frost.
Orba's running,
bitch.
one hand rattles off a ray of frost.
11 to hit?
11 misses. Revolver run, unable to find her target.
Erland,
Rising.
get behind us! And that's it.
Okay.
Actually, sensing what he's reacting to Safira, like,
Yeah.
would I realize that he can't go in her direction?
I mean, as soon as he sort of got up onto his feet and took a look back, he immediately sort of and started retreating. Like, you definitely sensed the fear. Yes.
All right, then I'm gonna like put a hand on you and say, no, Safira needs to stay behind Erland, and we need to go.
Okay.
I'm gonna hurt me. Yeah, because you can't. If she goes first,
I don't know.
you can't go.
You're right, I know.
So funny.
Okay, okay.
All right, what else are you doing?
Oh, it's my turn.
No, it's Saphira's turn.
Oh, I lied.
You were just
Stop talking.
interrupting my instructions.
That's okay. Safira, you're up.
Kind of confused for a second. We're all up. We've got to go. And I'm gonna start running like towards like where I think the horses are.
Okay.
I just said let him go first.
30 takes you there.
Oh wait.
He can't follow you.
Okay. Yes. I think Safira probably would have understood that. I didn't.
I need to stop.
Well, that's what I'll say. So from where I am,
Yes.
who can I see?
You can see
d-
definitely
okay.
this one and the top of the head of this one.
All right. So then I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at this guy first, the one that's closer.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
That's a 13 to hit.
13 hits. Roll for damage.
God, my rolls are awful.
Some of these ones that aren't armored.
7
7
total
damage.
damage.
And even with a kind of off shot, hits him on the shoulder. And he falls back down the
Okay, I
hillside.
want to try to
there.
take this other one down as
Great.
well.
This guy has partial cover, but you can still take
Okay.
a shot at him.
Does that mean disadvantage or
No,
does that
he
just
has
mean-
extra AC.
He has extra AC. 17 to hit.
That hits.
Nice,
Roll for
nice.
damage.
Go.
6 total
6
damage.
damage. And even with just his head poking up.
Okay. Now seeing
Be
that.
going like this to Safira.
Okay, I'm gonna back up to where Graven is, and then I'm gonna. Erland, we gotta go! We gotta run!
Don't talk to him!
What do I do? What's wrong
Shut
with
your mouth!
All right, is that it?
That's it for me.
All right, kobolds.
Okay, so this one first is going to get up the hill here. It's going to go just 10 feet there to the top. He's going to see Erland there. He's the only person in his line of sight. He's going to take an attack here.
Gonna miss real good.
You go miss.
That is a 14 to hit. Misses. 14 misses. And even as he's running, dodges one of the rocks.
jeez.
And after that, he's going to start running in the other direction, sort of
Yeah,
seeing
little
some of
bitch.
his allies fall. He's going to start to make a run for it. And this kobold, he is now, after watching a number of his allies kind of die and fall, there's this area is kind of littered with kobold corpses that each have like one Safira arrow stuck into it. He's going to run, so he's going to leave off the map.
good.
go.
Good,
But
good.
as he's running, you hear
10 fucking boars.
and like exchanging places here is gonna be another boar that appears.
Cool.
Yeah, and then no, don't forget to size him up.
Yeah, I will
Yeah,
do
don't
that.
forget.
Bigger.
Giving him like shimmer.
Okey-dokey. All right, so one more boar appears, but that kobold has now sort of vacated the area. We're gonna put the boar at the end of the line after Erland. So Graven's up. Graven's next.
Running past Erland and trying to get his focus on me, like, let's go this way.
Okay. 30 feet
I
there.
guess 30 feet and looking around to see if I see any targets.
Give me a perception check. Are you running through? There's a lot of sort of fire spreading.
Does it look like it would hurt me if I
It looks like you might have to
stayed in it?
not stay in it. It looks like as you run through, you might have to just kind of dodge some of the sort of things that are on fire. If you're not doing that, you're basically climbing up the hillside. there.
Yeah.
It doesn't look difficult to avoid. It looks like as it burns, it's going to get more and more
difficult?
difficult. Yeah, but right now it's not too bad.
I'm gonna. What about around Erland's side? How?
Okay, so you were like right next to Orba,
Yeah.
so you could go.
So that's
it just wouldn't
30.
get you very far down the path.
But if I dashed, I could do another 30
Yes.
kind of round.
Yep, you could.
Like
Like another, we can say you're running around the orb there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, you can.
I will do that.
Okay.
Careful of the flames.
Yep.
And yeah, ready for a straight shot that way.
So
Okie dokie.
I think that it's not a good idea.
I'm resistant.
Um,
Erland.
That's true. All
This
right.
is
all right.
round. How many?
This is the
seconds?
third round you've been frightened, so 18 seconds, I guess.
Cool. So I got 3 more rounds left.
No.
7
Minute.
more rounds left.
So
Follow
where's
me.
Safira right now?
She is over here next to
And
Orba.
where's Graven right now?
He is over here.
Okay. I am going to. Yeah, I'm seeing Graven sort of like gesturing. I am going to. Am I within 20 feet of this cobalt right there first?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
35 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna catch up to Graven. How many feet of movement is
That's
that?
30 feet just to catch up to Graven.
Okay.
It's so close.
Can I take like, as I'm catching up to Graven, can I take like a 10-foot detour towards the guy to try and get within 20 feet of him?
Sure. I think if you duck down
don't need-
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes, you
So I'm gonna throw a dart at him.
as you're running by.
Am I within sight of Safira having stepped down there?
Yes. You have to go further down if you'd like. You have to get closer to him.
How much further down?
Another 5 feet there.
And if I move an additional 5 feet, I'm just gonna be in melee range,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
I'm just gonna do that.
Okay. And now you
And
do
now
not
I
have
cannot see
disadvantage.
Safira.
Yes.
All right, Nunchaku
Let's run down the hillside.
9 to hit.
That misses.
19 to hit.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
9 bludgeoning.
9 bludgeoning damage. And as Erland's running by, he smacks the kobold.
And then, however, my remaining.
So we can get up like another 10
towards
there. Yep. Okay.
That is my turn.
Alrighty.
Right. It's not the lift's turn anymore. It's the
It
boar's.
is the boar's turn, yes. So, after emerging on the horizon there, you hear once again that stomping, building noise. Faster and faster as it charges forward.
Get to me.
Fucking shit.
Can't attack. It's
Yes, that is a.
I know, but
Dash.
if I was at the
Dash.
end of that 80, I'd probably
Yeah.
still be taking something. Raven's like,
dash it.
Use the boar bearing down
Grab
him.
its tusks and just.
Wrestling.
And that brings us back to the top there.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Alright, Orba.
Okay. I can see the boar. Yeah.
You can see the boar from there, yes.
Yeah.
If you can't see it, you see Graven.
giant
Oh god. Yeah. I'm gonna cast. Let's do Ray of Frost again.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
It's a natural 1.
Okay.
Wait. Yes, it is. Oh, it's a 7. It's a nat 1.
Sort of trying to look through the flames, the smoke is starting to build a little bit, and the frost doesn't connect.
I missed. All right. I'm gonna go 30 feet around that stupid sphere.
Okie
I would
dokie.
run through it, but I only have 3 HP.
30 feet takes you there,
All right.
just to the edge of it.
Yep.
Oh, maybe the boar runs through it. He
Okay.
take some.
Yeah, that's high.
He's coming for me right now.
That's my turn. Go ahead, Safira. Oops,
Okay,
that's
Safira, Safira, having already felled one boar, you watch as another one emerges.
Fuck! Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use a bonus action to cast Healing Spirit,
Okay.
which I think I only have one more of.
One left.
Everybody. It's 60 feet. Erland is within 60 feet of me, and I think, right? Or is he not?
He has now come up a little bit. You can see him
Yeah.
there.
Okay. And Orba is not within 60 feet of me, is she?
Yeah, she is. She's even closer. She's like 20.
Okay, and which one of them is closer to the boar? Orba, right? Yeah.
It's about the same. I mean,
Oh, really?
40, 50. Yeah, I guess Erland's a little closer, but he's down the side of the hill there.
Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and cast it between Erland and Graven there.
Okay, great. Sort of on this little platform here.
Yeah.
Do I have something like kind of serve as that?
And then I'm going to take 2 shots at this guy.
Oh yeah, didn't we have like
We
cool
did.
like
We used,
things?
like, a cool
yeah, we used
little-
like a
Just kidding. I am going to do a special
cute
shot.
mushroom.
my god.
Oh my god! No, we're not using it.
Aw.
Save it for later.
It was
a
like
little tree spirit.
No, tree spirit.
It was
yes.
like a
Was it?
spell effect last time.
Yeah, I can't remember.
It was like a little, like, kind of.
pink and.
What was it?
Yeah.
Elemental maybe? Or a...
yeah. Was it
Oh yeah, because I wanted you to do the toad. And
Yeah.
you did
It,
it.
it wasn't that
Yeah.
like wave?
It'd be
Yeah, it
Fae,
was
though.
that
That thing.
wait like this?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Sure, it's like a vine. There we go.
So I'm gonna use, instead of a normal arrow, I'm gonna use one of my arrows of ensnaring
Okay.
on this boar.
Okay, great.
For this
Label
shot.
this healing spirit so we know what it is.
God. Please, for the love of. Oh, 18 to hit.
Nice.
Right, this is a boar.
That hits. Roll for
Yeah.
damage.
Okay, so for this arrow, if a creature a size large or smaller takes damage from an arrow of ensnaring, its speed is reduced to 0 and it has disadvantage on dex saving throws until the end of its next turn. Creatures immune to the grappled or restrained conditions cannot have their speed reduced in this way. Once an arrow's ensnaring hits,
Okay.
it's stunned.
The arrow sticks in, and immediately Graven watches as these vines go up each of its 4 legs.
Also do damage.
Yeah, it also.
Yeah,
does
it's a
damage.
standard shot, so it
Nice.
also.
That doesn't count as a roll.
He is not hurt.
Okay, that's 6 total damage.
6 damage, great.
I'm gonna go ahead and take another shot at him.
Okay.
Just with a regular arrow.
Okay.
Do you have
That's a natural 20.
Roll for
I
damage.
was gonna say, just get advantage because he's ensnared.
He's not restrained.
Okay,
He's
so
just.
doubling the roll. That's 4 plus 3 is 7.
And you doubled your Colossus Lair as well.
I haven't done Colossus.
So we're
Lair
at
yet.
7 right now.
Oh, so that's
2 more
14
sevens.
Total damage.
14 total damage.
No.
No, sorry, 14 plus 7, so 21.
21. Great.
Nice.
So as the creature's held in place, or rattling back and forth with vines. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like that arrow really sunk in there. You can tell it's
Okay.
sort of struggling.
But it's still gonna.
It's still up, but it
And then
can't
I'm just
move
gonna
on
say,
its next turn. Until
We need to keep moving. Let's run.
So
Look at me, Erland.
Do you want to use your movement then?
You do have movement.
I want to try to keep what Graven said in mind and stay behind Erland, but I want to move up and almost like seeing that he's frightened of me. Erland, come on!
Okay. So you kind of make a little loop around there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, it's kobolds.
The kobolds have either vacated or dead, I believe. Yes, I think it's just the boar in your eyes.
All right.
Fantastic. Then it's Graven.
How bad does this boar look?
I mean, that second arrow right between the ribs, you could tell it's like sagging to one side, limping a little bit. It's trying to pull against the restraints of the vines. You know, it's a beefy creature, but that shot took a lot out of it. You can tell.
I'm not gonna get greedy. I'm gonna toll the dead on it.
Okay.
A wisdom saving throw. As I'm going towards it.
Okie dokie. Make sure I have the right.
Piggies know why.
Yeah, it's probably
What?
not a terrible one.
Oh.
Piggy no eyes.
Piggy no
Is that a very small?
14.
Oh.
As you're winding up the spell, the pig.
It's like I'm very wise.
5.
It's more just a creature in its like thrashing and chaos, like it just avoids the spell entirely because of how much it's moving.
Don't want to use a level spell now.
Well, I don't think we should just.
Can I tell? It looks like it's ensnared.
Yes.
It doesn't look like it's gonna be able to.
It's trying to like pull itself free. I mean,
won't be able to break out until its turn, though. It shouldn't be able to.
yes.
I
He doesn't know the specifics.
Yeah,
but yes.
Right.
Oh, what are you looking for?
There's only one turn between me and the boar. I'm gonna try to run past him.
Okay.
Follow me, Erland.
Okay.
Strike the boar if you can.
So,
Does it get a advantage, opportunity attack at me?
not
No,
if
it
you don't
can't.
leave its within 5 feet of it.
Oh.
So where are you trying to run? You're to the right of this tree, the left of this tree?
All right. If I can stay like right up against it and go kind of just behind it.
Okay, so this is
that 30?
25 basically gets you up to it, and then another 5
To the
would
side
get you
of it?
just to the side of it, and it's not a opportunity attack because you
I
haven't
will.
lived it.
I will
Great.
go
So
there.
Raven's shield on his left side as he's running past the boar, and immediately it's trying to like bang against the side of your shield as you run by.
All right. Erland.
Running up 30.
All right.
How far?
You
how-
pass through the healing spirit.
I would love to.
Safira.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll for
I
that
think
first.
it's
That was
just
10 feet of movement.
No, it's a D4. No, it's D6.
D6.
It's a D6.
A straight D6, right?
Yes, it is. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Ooh.
Actually, no, it's D6 plus my spellcasting ability, which is
Your wisdom.
yeah. So it's 3.
3 heal.
+1.
No. 2 plus 1.
2
2
plus
plus
1. So it's 3 total.
Okay, so you've used 10 feet of movement. Where else are you
How
going?
close can I get to the boar?
25, so 35 would get you to the boar.
Shit. Nunchuck to attack.
This is with disadvantage.
Is it? Oh, I don't get advantage on an ensnared creature.
It's not restrained.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought it was restrained.
Does it give the
Grappled.
restrained condition?
I think it.
What is the condition that it applies?
It says, creatures. It just says creatures immune to the grappled or restrained conditions cannot have their speed reduced in this way. But
Yeah, but on the attack,
says
it
speed
reduces its
reduced
speed
to
to 0, but it's
zero.
not restrained.
Oh, I
Does it say anything about opportunity attacks on it? Or?
No.
no.
Well,
Yeah.
shit. Sort of flailing at it.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Okay. In his frightened state, and again, these are both with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yep.
So another natural 1.
So Erland,
And then I have an unarmed strike left, so I'm gonna
Okay.
try and kick it as I run away.
advantage attack.
Goodness.
A 8 to hit.
That misses. So Erland
My
goes for a
God.
kick, and the creature bucking, and some of its vines kind of coming loose. Erland unable to.
And I have 5 feet of movement left, so I'm gonna try and follow towards Graven.
Okay, you can. He's kind of in that spot actually. Like 5 more feet would put you at Graven.
Then I will stay there.
Okay.
At the end of its turn, it gets to try to get out.
At the end of its turn, I think it just gets out. So it has one turn of no movement.
Okay.
Okay.
Which is
Oh, can
this
it do
turn.
opportunity attacks while it's in there?
Yes, it can attack while
Yeah, it
it's.
can do
Yep.
whatever it can do.
It just holds it in place. That's the only
I
thing it
have
does. is
more
hold
of
it in
these
place.
arrows.
Okay, the boar, yeah, it's gonna attack. Graven was the first one. It has a multi-attack. With 2 creatures surrounding it, it's gonna wild, recklessly attack each of you once here.
You go down or again, I swear.
It's fine. I got it. I got him.
I got you. Sure, the right thing.
I have 7 HP now.
Jesus. You're fine.
Okay, standard tusk attack here.
Standard tusk.
Standard razor blade attack.
Graven, 15 to hit. Graven bears down, and you feel like the two of you clashing against each other. You peek over the top of your shield, and you just see its like drooling, bleeding snout, and then it goes, and then goes for one against Erland here. 12 to hit.
Oh, baby.
One, the tusk kind of coming up and underneath, and Erland watches as one of the tusks goes by.
It's good to know that the
And it
dire
can't move at
gap
all.
kept real.
It is stuck where it is, ladies and gentlemen.
But now it is
Yeah,
out,
that was the
right?
first
Yes,
time
at the
that
end of its
now
turn,
is-
as it's bucking, one of its legs pulls them free. Yeah, so it is free now. All right.
All right, how's he looking? The boar?
Hurt. I mean, he's bleeding from a couple of spots.
Either of us had hit him, probably would
Yeah,
have
he
been
would have
fucking
been
dead.
probably that.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Orba's gonna take an action and do another ray of frost at it.
Okay.
Then finish this guy. Yeah, that's an 18 to hit.
18 will hit. Roll for damage.
5 plus 7, so 12.
12.
And its movement speed is reduced by 10 feet. If
There we
that's
go.
the case.
All right, Orba. Show us
Way.
how. Oh, we had, oh no, we had. Wait.
Stupid bit, Matt.
There we go. Show us
Are
how.
we ready? Are we rolling? Okay. So Orba like threw some of the smoke and the flame on the grass and the stone. She's gonna like find one little spot where she sees his nose and just send a little ray of ice at it. And just go.
The creature falls.
Oh.
And just for a moment, after all the kind of panic, there's just a moment of stillness here. As everybody kind of breathes and checks each other and makes sure that everybody's kind of up and conscious. And that is where we're going to take a break.
Get out of here!
Dude, that was like a 4-hour
After a
combat.
very extended combat that lasted between 2 episodes, Graven and Orba emerged just in time to pick Erland up off the ground.
Seriously.
Oh my
A
god.
couple, yeah, if we'd been halfway up,
Yeah,
you'd
that
have to
was-
make like
yeah.
two more.
Well,
rounds of
yeah,
saving
because I.
throws.
Yeah.
Good
mean,
thing I hid for so many turns.
Yeah, yeah, good thing.
Right until
Also-
the bomb gets out.
right as the bomb washes over Erland, he's like, I should have hid for longer.
That bomb was earmarked for you guys.
Oh no.
All right, everybody. That is where we're going to take a little break. We're going to come back
That was
and
so
finally
spicy.
take a breath.
Yeah.
Fucked sideways.
Oh,
if
yeah.
He had gotten to the edge.
Honestly, why am I saying that was so spicy? It's spicy until you leave.
Yeah,
You
that's
made
good.
up
It's gonna
for
be
113
spicy.
episodes of shitty combat.
Well, barely. Only because my modifier's plus
We
8.
know.
I mean, you had
we
there was
know.
12 kills
Yeah,
there. I
there
don't
was
know
only
how
like
many
one or
things
two
you
times where you even came close to
No, I know, but it just
rolled
feels
3
like there
nat
should
ones
be
that
almost
combat.
no times when their AC is that low.
Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us.
We'll be right back.
When we come back, we will dive back into the Ebbwoods,
Yes, we'll
pick
thank
ourselves
bits
up.
and raids
Yes.
and all that.
Stick with us, everybody. There's more to come.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful break. We'll be back soon. Stay tuned.
Oh wait. If you are new to the show, there's gonna be a recap of last episode, but then there's also gonna be a recap of like chapter 1 and kind of like the like launching pad of what our campaign was. So you can go ahead and stay tuned and watch some of that.
Yeah.
If you want
See what
to.
we're all about. I don't know who has a running counter of times downed, but we're getting up
God.
there now.
Jeez.
Erland's like one per episode at least.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's do this.
When we get back, we'll figure out where we are.
Level
We'll
8,
roll
I
it
get
out.
more constitution, guys.
Be right back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody, to Tabletop Notch. Thank you for taking a little break with us. We return just at the lip of the Ebbwoods crater after ascending from the ruins of Manasami, finally making our way out and having left behind, perhaps, we don't know what happened to Kiimi and Ravi, possibly still down in the ruin, fending for themselves. But the journey must go on. Before that, if we'd like to do a little shout out.
Yes. Crazy Locha gifted 3 subs. Crazy Locha did 400 bits. Mikkel subscribed, asking Avenged rated. I said thank you already. Crazy Locha did another one, 2 more. Jack Rabbit Power did 100 bits. GF Powers did 100 bits. Jack Rabbit Power gifted a sub. Crazy Locha did another one. Jack
my
Rabbit Power did
goodness.
another one. Jack Rabbit did 100 bits. Jeremiah gifted a sub. Thank you so much. One of our timestamp people. Mwah, we love them. Snapping Cobra did a bit. Jack Rabbit Power did 200 bits. Crazy Locha gifted a sub. And DZ subscribed. Hello, welcome. Snapping Cobra did 100 bits. GF Power did 100 bits. Jack Rabbit Power did 500 bits. Another 1 gifted sub from Jack Rabbit Power. Crazy Locha did 100 bits. That last person did a subscribe with Prime. Did you know that you can subscribe for free if you have an Amazon Prime account? It's a very complicated process, but so worth supporting a channel that you love.
No, they made it
Linking
easier.
it? Oh, they did?
did they?
I think so.
Okay, that's huge.
It's not too difficult.
Google it.
And even if you don't have Prime, it's September.
No, it's not.
Even if you don't have Prime, it
So
was
confident
September.
though.
October's better anyway.
October's
Don't
good.
listen to him. Listen to me.
Crispy breeze.
That's
Oh.
true. Autumn is coming.
And then Jack Rabbit Power just gave out 5 more community subs.
Oh.
So much.
Thanks for
So
covering
much.
for me.
That was
You
good.
can't
that
afford one because it's no longer September. We got you covered.
my computer crashed during that, so I got my stat sheet back.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Did you not have it?
I did. It was just like while you were doing that, like as we sat down, my computer crashed, and while you were talking,
Could have said
I
nothing.
was-
And
So it didn't at all.
No, not at all.
It's like a white paper stat sheet, just as backup.
Okay.
Again, great.
So prepared.
with sort of a
yeah.
squeal that peters out. The boar falls to the earth, flames licking at the trees around you. It's not a raging fire, but it's still spreading a little bit over some of the dried leaves and twigs, and the party sort of gathers together. Graven kind of puts a hand over on Erland, who he can tell is still sort of breathing
I'm gonna,
heavy.
like, turn him away from Safira.
Grabs him by the side of the
Yeah.
face, sort of, as you look directly at
Stay
him.
with me here.
There's one more. There's one more.
No.
Behind you, Graven. Behind you.
Can Orba try to like get in front of Safira? Safira, just make yourself a little small here, please.
Okay.
And she's just gonna try
I'm gonna try to kind of
I've turned you
slink
around, so
behind
you're-
Orba.
She's behind.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just
Behind. Where's Orba? Where's Orba? The zombie.
Just
take
breathe.
a breath.
Well, yeah. Attack.
Breathe.
Erland, listen to us.
Where's Safira?
She's close.
Where?
Breathe.
Feels
Looking
like
around
it'd be
for
a good
Safira.
time for me to say something.
What is that? What's that sound? The zombie. This is. It's getting
Erland.
Orba down.
Stop. Erland, you're sick. Stop. Wait, and it'll pass.
Yes.
Okay?
Do some of those breathing exercises that
won't-
you do.
Kill a creature,
Just
Goliath.
fucking breathe.
Shit.
I'm kind of looking at Orba
Absolutely
like
blocking
what?
you.
Saphira's like staying out of
I'm kinda trying
vision,
to-
out of direct vision there.
It's okay. Give it.
30
Just give
seconds
him a
back.
second.
What's going on?
40 seconds.
We're waiting for something, Erland. Just wait.
Are here with me.
Yes, I know.
That
I know.
is all you need to worry about for now.
And you watch as Safira just
You're all right,
delicately
mate.
peeks her head out from behind Orba's shoulder.
I'm fucking exhausted.
Okay. Right, we have to keep
To the
moving.
horses.
I've
Safira.
heard more of them.
Safira,
Yeah. Hi. Problem?
looking around for the creature.
Reintroductions on the road. Let's go.
Really
Yes,
quickly,
please.
do we see any value in putting rocks back on the lift in case Kaimi or Ravi are still down there?
Did you see? Were there any by the when we got to the top? Are there still some there?
Yeah, there's like a pile that's there specifically for that purpose, yes.
I don't want to leave them alone down there.
I also don't want to wait here for another boar to come.
I don't, and there definitely will be more. I can run
Someone
back.
take Erland. You come with me and we'll catch up. Just
I'm fine,
start
I'm
with-
fine, I'm
Okay,
just
that's
tired.
fine.
I
Just,
don't want to split up again.
we'll be right behind you. Just give us a minute.
No, come on, let's all go, or we're not going. Come on.
Let's do the rocks.
Walking back.
Is stepping over some of the fire's beginning to spread a little bit further. Again, just little pieces of it that another thing catches flame. You run over to the lift. Give me athletics checks for everybody.
Ugh.
Natural 20.
Oh my goodness.
One was a 20.
22.
5.
7.
Great. With a surge of adrenaline, Orba gets over there, immediately rolls one boulder onto the lift. Graven takes another one. And right away,
Now let's go.
Okay, now we really have to go quickly.
Go, go.
As we're moving through, do I see any bottles that haven't been thrown? Potion bottles?
give me an investigation check.
With disadvantage.
Everything's with disadvantage.
Sorry, what? Investigation or perception?
Investigation.
Yeah, 13.
13. As you're running by one of the slain corpses of the one of the Kobold alchemists, you look at and see what you think to be one intact bottle that's hanging off of the belt of one of them.
As we're sort of moving quickly, I'm gonna take it out.
I think you've had one of these before, so I'm going to identify it for you. It's
Fire?
Alchemist's Fire, yes.
Nice.
You've had one before. It's a bottle of Alchemist's Fire.
What have you got there?
Alchemist's fire.
Oh, I
You
got
should
hit
move.
with it. Alright, Nasty.
Let's go. Let's get the horses.
Yeah, please.
Follow the nipples, I guess.
Yeah, we have to get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
You guys
I'm
continue.
gonna kind of put hand on.
Where were you?
Mate, you were scared. I don't know. Something's you look right awful.
Feel awful. I'm tired.
Yeah, you need to rest. We have to get the fuck out of this forest. How far are our horses? Do you remember?
They're right near the pit where we found Ravi.
Right,
so
let's go
kinda far.
fast as we possibly can.
Everybody moving through, listening for any sounds of distant hissing or kobold or boar noises.
Did Kaimi give you anything? Did she give you my clothes? Did she leave anything?
No, I was
Oh,
halfway
fuck
through
your
a secret
clothes.
passageway. I had no
Right.
time. She stole one of my healing potions as
Oh, we
well.
could have taken a boar skin. What? It doesn't matter. We didn't have the time.
We'll be
Got
able to.
out of there alive.
Yeah, quite a fucking miracle. I didn't think it was gonna happen. Yeah, it was awful. We'll have to talk about that later.
There's a lot to talk about.
As we're moving through the woods,
Glad
do we
we're
hear
all
more
right.
kobolds? Like
Everybody give me a perception check.
5. Oh my god, that's good.
13.
9.
Jeez.
8.
And not that you can hear. Certainly, sometimes when they start to appear, you'll hear rustling from multiple angles because they kind of come in numbers. You don't hear anything like that. If there's something, it's very quiet and still. You guys continue to move.
I think there was enough of an event by the elevator there. We should. If anything's drawn to anything, it should be back there. As every step we take is away from.
Did you encounter kobolds on the way? I only saw kobolds right at the rim of the crater.
Look, all I know is I heard one calling for others, and they came out of the woods like they were never gonna stop. The number of them is absolutely immense. It's practically fucking everyone. I think the faster we can get out of here, the better.
Let's keep an eye out for any symbols on the trees as well. We could
Yeah.
know what their, paths are, I suppose.
Oh, you deciphered.
Yes, we know some of the symbols, yes.
Excellent.
Just a few, but yeah.
Alright, let's go.
You begin to backtrack through the Ebbwoods. This time, kind of free from the constraints of pursuing either Malik originally or the group as a whole for Erland. But you carry the burden of knowledge that any creature that's lurking in the trees could spell trouble for a very depleted party. Beyond the lip of the crater, you get to the area where the ground has experienced quite a bit of turbulence, as if pieces of the forest kind of rose and fell at random, creating an uneven, disorderly series of outcrops, soil-laden fissures. You arrive at the spot where you think you first met Theokas, and although there's no sign of the kobold imposter himself, you think you detect some pieces, torn scraps of paper at the base of a couple trees where he might have been sort of tracing over symbols, making markings of his own to kind of make sure that he comes back to find things there. With the added cover that the irregular terrain provides, you're able to slow your pace just a bit, which is not only a comfort to your tired legs, but an opportunity to listen. Lost are the sounds of tiny feet rustling and gathering in the distance. And for the first time since following Ravi into the Hanas Theater, you feel as if you've found a little pocket of solitude where you can think without wondering if something's watching you from afar. So there's these like sort of hillsides, little soil, roots sticking out, but you're in kind of a little, very shallow sort of gorge here that you're walking through. You came through this exact way on your way in, and it gives you a little bit of cover from the surrounding area, so you can have a quiet conversation without worrying if something's hearing you far in the distance.
And this is what we're still progressing.
Yeah, you're still walking, yep.
So just a question, because I'm sure it's going to come up.
Yep.
With the horrifying hallucinations, am I only immune to charmed, blinded, and exhausted for the minute that I am also hallucinating, or for the entire time that I am above sepsis?
Yes, for the entire time you're above sepsis.
Oh, so I'm immune to exhaustion right now.
No. Sorry, that condition does not apply during the time. You're back to being exhausted.
Okay.
Sorry. I was misinterpreting.
But I am still, but if we were to get into combat, I would be immune to being charmed and blinded.
No, that's still
Oh,
for the
no.
1 minute
Oh, for-
duration.
I see.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Well, all just if it has a time associated with it, it's just for that time period. Yeah.
Speaking of time period,
Yes.
what time?
Like late afternoon. Yeah.
I don't know how anyone else is feeling, but I like this area. I know we should probably keep moving, but
We should, yes. We need to get to
The horses.
Praxis.
The horses are a little further up. We didn't want them to go down certain hills.
I
and
think I
further.
saw them when I was...
okay.
The saddlebags are in the tree.
Well, look, if we're not resting now, then I don't want to stop moving until we get to the horses.
I don't want to stop moving until we get to Praxis. That's happening
For
tonight.
fuck's sake, I don't know if that's safe, Orba.
I think we have to.
We stick to the road.
We have to.
We stick to
you
the
look
road.
like you're on death's
It's
door.
nearly dusk.
You look like you're
Feel
on
like-
death's door. You're our healer. You look like you're on death's door.
I'm
I feel like
fine.
I'm on death's door. How do I look?
If
You
we
look fine.
stick to the road, we should be safe.
Okay.
I am not
Okay.
missing
Okay.
the rendezvous.
Okay. Then vigilance.
Yes.
Constant vigilance and tight together. Nobody leaves.
Stay close.
Together. Yes.
Can you disguise yourself now, Goliath? That was brilliant.
Oh right. Can you do that again? That was really nice. The big beefy kobold guy. We could have him walking around with us. That would be brilliant, actually.
Kobold.
No, you would like this big.
No, it is not something that I could just do it at a whim. No.
How did you find... We left you in the... Well,
You left us.
yes, but
First.
we left you in the sex chapel.
Well, we put a curtain. Well, the gods put a curtain. You were supposed to be. You were very safe. We
This
think.
is a pretty strange recap of events, but it's mostly accurate.
We thought it was the safest. We didn't know what else to do.
And then you appeared as a kobold.
I found some help, the nature of which I am still trying to comprehend right now. You found us in the middle of nowhere. How did you do that?
Oh, yes, you were unconscious, of course. You left the trail of nipples.
Yeah, you found the nipples.
Well, I followed several. I found Theokas, and I also found the trail of nipples. I saw your horses, and I also saw I met the man whose hand got.
You met him?
Yeah, that was
Uh,
rough.
Was
yes.
he alright?
I saw him at the
Oh,
I saw him at the back at the camp.
Oh,
In
you
the northern
returned.
Stout Hills, yeah,
At
the top shelf.
So was he okay?
He was healing.
He was 3 hit points held.
He was receiving ointment and bandages. Sebastian Charles was his name.
Yeah.
Yes, he told me that he came across people. It was really we leave a trail. We're not subtle. I saw
Well,
Sebastian.
we also, saved his life, but yeah.
Yes, he said a group of 4 helped him saved him, and that's how I heard that Kiimi had I told some of this to Orba and Kiimi. And then I sort of just followed the desecrated grounds, and I saw the Elatrian elf with his head on a spike, and
Oh, right.
and then I saw an extinguished fire. I don't quite know what happened there.
Extinguished fire.
Like a campfire that had been stamped
So-
out.
Oh, like ours.
So you rested,
Yeah.
I assume.
So,
And then, of course, I saw all the nipples.
right. Graven, this help that you got, was it ever,
I just said.
was it of a divine...
I prayed for you. Was it
Oh,
the Kelkian god?
that would be right useful if that could work for
He's-
other things.
He created the
Maybe
planet.
you should always be praying for him. I'm just
I
saying.
do not think it was someone of that particular church. No.
Okay.
Let me.
Well, it'd be good. The reason I'm asking is because, it'd be right useful if that could happen again. And I'm just thinking,
True.
you have a friend,
The spirit. Did you destroy the spirit? Has the spirit approached you yet? Who you were supposed to fight?
Oh,
I was supposed to meet you in Myriad Meadow.
yeah,
Did
that was the guy that
that
took
was
the hand.
the cloud. Shit. You're right.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
We made it out.
I am sorry.
Obviously.
you're gonna have to tell us what the fuck you got up to. I don't know if now is the moment, but please
Well, I got-
do elaborate,
I got-
because you seem right worse for wear.
I got trapped in a collapsed mine.
What? What do you mean? Where?
I'm fighting a Gale of Dur again.
What? But
I
hang
hope
on.
that friend of yours
You were
didn't
supposed
lead you
to-
astray.
No. It was. Ultimately, I feel very silly, but Stetson, I ran into my fellow trainee, Ortiz, who you met.
Yeah?
Thought he had something big.
He didn't?
No,
Right.
unfortunately. But Stetson approached us, and I couldn't say no. And it was only supposed to take a moment or two. They thought it was just. They thought it was something small in the mines. They thought it was a method. They thought it was a method problem in the mines, and then, unfortunately, it was a Gale of Dur. I don't know if it was a trap, but we were trapped in a mine for hours.
Right, mate. So in the future, maybe not.
Do they
The
still live?
details?
Are they still alive?
Who?
Your friends.
Yes, Ortiz. No, Ortiz is the only one. Stetson owns the large mining claims. Stetson of
You've
the
heard
large
that.
mining.
He owns one of the big mining.
Ortiz is a fellow. He's also on a contract, but with Stetson, he kills creatures for Stetson and does sort of errands, runs between the mines and Dilisu.
Is him saying that he was trapped in a mine ringing true to me?
Make a insight check.
Fuck you, dude. Ooh, I never do insight. What is it? It's an 18.
It does seem true. It's his sort of retelling of some of the details, sort of pouring out of his mouth. He seems to be kind of trying to rack his brain for all of the pieces that sort of came together. That does seem true.
I was supposed to. It was supposed to be very short. I was supposed to just speak with Ortiz and then meet you in Myriad Meadow. But then Stetson found us, and it was supposed to be a game. An hour at most. I thought I would be able to catch up, and then of course the Gale of Dur and them. Look, I don't know if Stetson is up. I don't know if he's up to more than he was leading on. I couldn't tell, but I got literally trapped in.
What were you hoping to achieve with your friend?
He thought he had information that might perhaps put Atonement's end in its place, if you will. Make it not the place that it was, but he ended up being wrong.
What does that
What
mean?
information could possibly knock out an institution?
The
like
way they find their recruits.
that? Oh. What did he think it was?
He thought he found some sort of. You remember how I knew Jillian's uncle?
Yeah.
Yes.
He thought he had found sort of dirt on Master Howard.
Okay. What was the dirt?
He
Is it not? I mean, was it completely a fallacy, or was there any truth to it at all?
It was. He thought he had found a conflict of interest between Jillian and Master Howard. And
Oh, Jillian.
Yes, his niece.
Yeah, I understand that, but Jillian's was involved in
He
this
thought
theory?
that Jillian was perhaps finding recruits who weren't as bad as they were supposed to be.
Bad as in
As
bad
in,
people? Or
as in yes, as
deserving
criminals,
of what-
deserving of crime.
of what happened to them, or is happening to them.
So not deserving of being brought to the monastery.
Yes, but
Is that...
But it ended up not being. I told him that, that his timeline didn't match up because I was with Jillian, because we were with Jillian.
Okay.
So he must have received bad information.
But that only exonerates Jillian of this act?
Well,
Other
that
people
it-
could possibly be doing this?
Perhaps, but it seems that his lead was perhaps not right. Something I did learn, though, and this would truly just be a favor, but there's someone named Mr. Progston
Okay.
that he needs information on, and you wouldn't know this,
Does he
but...
work at Atonement Center?
No, we don't know. He's connected to Atonement's End in some way, but if Ortiz or I are sent back to Atonement's End, information on Mr. Progston would be useful.
Mr. Progston.
And
Okay.
so would you take these discoveries and this evidence and information and use it as leverage, blackmail Atonement's End for your own release?
That was the hope, but again, it seems like that's not possible.
Right, it's not taking down the institution, just using it as leverage, I
It's
suppose.
no, because it was a false lead in the end.
But even if it worked out, say if
What works?
say if Jillian started sending people that weren't
No,
bad
just
and you had all this evidence
imagine-
that you needed.
Oh, I was-
everything that you
Best case
hoped
scenario.
for.
I was hoping, yes, that it would diminish Mr. Howlett's power, and Mr. Howlett was my direct sort of master.
Uh-huh.
I
Okay.
thought that perhaps that would have put Ortiz and I within the time that they were recruiting people nefariously, but unfortunately, again,
And you would just be released if that were the case?
that was the hope.
Do you believe that you deserved to go to Atonement's End?
Yes,
Really?
yes.
You're not going to tell us what you did. He's not going to tell us what he did. What'd you do? He's not going to tell us. Yeah, he's not going to tell
Can
us.
we ask how long you were there?
Before I came out,
Yeah, before we met you.
a few years, several years. It's hard to keep track of when you're inside.
I would hope that the next time you plan on stepping away from your duties here, it is something a little more concrete.
Look, I thought I had an opportunity for freedom, because once this contract ends, I'm back to the island.
I
And
understand,
of
mate.
no use to anyone.
Yeah, sure, but right now,
I thought
she's your ticket to freedom, yeah?
No, she's not.
Well,
She's my ticket to temporary freedom, and
well,
I
that's
thought
what
I
I'm
had
saying.
a real
Temporary
chance.
freedom is, freedom,
freedom.
temporarily.
I only
But
say
I learned-
something more concrete.
I understand. I learned my lesson, and have to, frankly, looking at Orba, just accept my fate that I need to head back when this contract is done. I apologize.
Cliff said that as long as you keep me alive.
Sure. But one day you will not need our guidance, and I will be back at Atonement's End. And when I get back there, information on
Hope you're
Mr.
not implying
Progston...
she's gonna die.
No, once she has completed her mission, her training, I will be back at Atonement's End, and when I get back there, information on Mr. Progston might be the difference between life and death for me there. So if you hear anything...
Okay, we will look out for this Mr. Progston guy.
That name doesn't ring any bells.
Doesn't, no.
Can we
Turn it down.
can we keep moving? I'm quite worried.
Have
Have we been on
Oh,
the
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you've been walking through the little valley.
keeping a low profile here. Yes.
You guys continue to walk.
I feel admittedly woefully unprepared if anything were to come up and attack us. Also, so those arrows you got me, they were brilliant, but I used a lot of them, and
That's what they're there for.
right. But we're going on what is, I guess, the second leg of this journey.
What I'm hoping is.
So I feel like exactly.
What I'm
First
hoping
target.
is.
I'm kind of like
Praxis-
We haven't even
looking in
reached
my
our
quiver
target.
and like
What
exactly
I'm
that's what I'm
hoping
saying. I'm
is-
taking inventory and I'm saying it doesn't look good.
What I'm hoping is Praxis will at least lead us to some small settlement where hopefully we can replenish some very basic items.
I miss
get
my
you your
arrow
cloak
guy.
back, get you some arrows that might not be so nice, but
I
a
liked
little bit.
the arrow guy.
Well,
Well, now
he's
I'm
all the way
regretting-
south, so
I know, and now I'm regretting not getting
But
more arrows from my
maybe
arrow
some
guy.
healing potions.
That would be good. We need more.
We
of
also
those.
know of some tools that might help us with the Cold Light Walker specifically, so we're hoping to find somebody of trade.
And we're meeting Praxis at the sort of entrance of the Upper Mountains, correct?
Are we on
Base,
time
the
for this
base.
Not if
Maybe.
we stop and rest.
Not if we stop and rest.
No, I mean, but if we plow
This
through and
is
rest
the
there.
eve. This is the eve.
Okay.
We are meant to meet him.
Certainly not over a long rest. You might be able to take a breather somewhere.
Okay. Shut up, man. You're not worried we're gonna run into anyone or anything on the road?
Not on the road.
Really?
It should be a fairly
I'm worried.
It's a pretty short.
short trip from the road to the.
Sound like famous last words, but
And
okay.
if we don't offend anyone,
That's what you said about your trip, short trip.
Yes, but we don't have much of a choice right now, Safira, do we?
Well, the choice is to be late.
I'm not
He
going
might
to be
leave.
late.
He might not be there anymore tomorrow.
Not.
Orba doesn't want to be late.
Okay.
She is the mission, remember?
I know, I'm just worried we're all gonna die. Which would be the end of the mission.
Not today.
So, not today.
Today.
You guys have
Let's
gotten
certainly
far
hope
enough.
so.
You guys have gotten far enough along that the distortion of the terrain begins to ease off a little bit. Starts to get a little more level, a little simpler. As if the forest kind of sees that as its cue, the ground starts to ever so slightly just pitch upward just a little bit. You feel like you're approaching sort of the slope that you headed down initially and saw Urabi where he emerged from that sort of pit trap.
Oh.
You have at this point reached a very familiar milestone, which is that stretch of the woods where the wind changes directions very quickly, frequently, without warning. The gusts turn to gasps. And you brace yourself for any of those screams or cries for help from the spirits in this area. But instead, only flickers of ethereal imagery come and go. Just a little bit of blue, a little bit of green. And then one spot kind of solidifies a little bit.
Stay away from it.
Yeah.
It's a young child that appears. It's the same one that Safira took the hand of. It was an act of mercy toward the mother with the sort of gash across her head there. The child looks at you, but not in a way where she's making eye contact with you. Her gaze is directed a little more toward your back than your eyes.
My bow?
She bends at the waist, and she kind of taps her hands against her thighs, and as she does so, you feel your animus bow begin to kind of quiver ever so slightly, increasing as intensity, and the child kind of... And the bow
If I see her hesitate,
takes. Yeah.
Safira, I'm gonna like grab you by the arm, just not firmly.
You
but
feel
just-
Graven just reach out and touch?
You said yourself, we keep moving.
Is this the spiritual place? Is this the blessed garden?
Come on!
I mean, she's literally telling me to come on. What do you mean?
What happened last time?
They were whimpering last time, and I'm kind of listening.
No
with
whimpering
these-
from the bow at all?
No, I mean with these spirits. You felt the drain they made on you.
Yeah, I also felt them help me.
We are not ready for this. You were the one who wanted to rest before we even touched the road.
I agree
Come on.
with you. I don't know when the next chance I'll have to do this is.
Another time.
No, there won't be another time.
You don't know
What other
that.
spiritual place are we gonna go to before we go to this insane fucking meeting?
Come on, then!
I'm gonna take the bow off my back and see what it reacts to.
As soon as you take it off and start to hold it out, a little bit of that bluish energy kind of comes off the bowstring, slowly starts to take shape in the air. You see the ears and the snout of a wolf take shape. Its paws, one at a time, rest upon the ground. And it takes a few steps toward the young child. And the wolf gets all the way up to her, and she reaches out, kind of scritches it behind the ears.
Can I hold a sacred flame on the child?
If what?
If what? yeah, for what? Yeah.
If temperaments change.
What?
Not
No.
specific.
No, you can't do that.
If it makes some attack on the
Okay,
on
if it
the
makes an attack
wolf.
of some kind.
on specifically on the spirits.
Okay.
Safira, should you say the prayer and should I knock you unconscious?
No, just give it a minute.
So she sort of scratches at the wolf behind the ears a little bit. The wolf kind of bowing its head. And the child seems delighted for some time, sort of moving her hand along the fur front to back, letting it, the wolf presenting its head to be pet on the top of the head. And after a moment, the child turns for a moment and to the wolf, come on. And she starts to move out between the trees, and the wolf takes one step toward the child and then sort of almost looks to you. Its ears kind of...
Should I follow him or should I ask him to come back?
Follows.
I think this is your call.
Fuck. I'm gonna follow him.
As soon as you start to take a step in that direction, the wolf kind of takes off after the
I'm
child.
gonna stay very close to Safira.
Okay. Everyone follow.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on our back.
Yeah, looking around, but like 20 feet behind her.
Erland right after Safira, and then Graven and Orba kind of... And diverting from your current path, you follow the wolf through the tree.
Go on, diverting.
You catch glimpses of that dull, ethereal glow that emanate from both the animal and the child just beyond it, maybe 10, 15 feet ahead. In this moment, the wind seems very much at your back, almost pushing you forward, compelling you forward, whereas before the wind felt like it was almost, moving you in different directions, sort of pushing you around. Now it feels like it's like wind at your sails, moving quickly through the woods. As you move for a couple more minutes, there's a sort of friendly cat and mouse, the wolf chasing the child, you chasing the wolf, the rest of the party just behind you. Very suddenly, you come upon the framework of a long abandoned structure. It's mostly stone. It's no larger. It's like a modest one-story
I'm just
home.
getting my script out. It's fine.
The child skips up a short staircase, 2 steps at a time, and the wolf follows. And you watch as that ethereal glow fills in the gaps of this decrepit building. It looks like it's giving you a quick impression of what it may have looked like long ago.
Wow.
In just a few rapid flashes, you watch a quick story being told through the visions. A group of a dozen people, maybe more, huddled together in fear, watching pieces of the walls and roof start to crumble. The ground shaking more and more violently, and a couple of times the crowd kind of lurching as the ground shifts and starts to sink. But in the end, against all odds, the building stays standing, and relieved faces kind of look to each other. People embrace, sort of touching each other on the head, kissing cheeks, people sort of a wave of relief washing over them, tears streaming down their cheeks, offering sort of thanks to each other, prayers up to the skies, to the heavens. The visions fade away, and it's once again just the child and the wolf, both looking very kind of at peace within these walls, a place that offered protection in a time of chaos and death. And because of that, the spiritual energy here feels very positive and strong. So just sort of in the middle of these ruined structures, kind of 3 walls, most of them sort of crumbling to some degree, the wolf just kind of lies down there at the foot of the child, who's just sort of petting the wolf just between the ears.
What do you need from us?
Well, I'm about to go down, so I'm gonna need you to watch me, and don't get me back up, right?
Should we find like a bear or something to attack you, or are we just gonna hit you?
Give me an investigation check. Graven and Orba, who were the last 2, as Erland was kind of quickly
Both of
trying
us?
to follow. Yeah, both.
Mother. 6.
It's 14. 14?
Oh my god, your investigation is...
So as Graven, the wariest of the bunch, as you were following Safira through the woods here, making sure to keep a very, very close eye on his surroundings. As you look around this sort of, it's not really a clearing, but the area around where this house was built, it looks like there's 3 paths leading away from this crumbling facade. And not roads, it's not paved or cobblestone or anything like that, just some spots where the brush is a little less thick, clearly like well-trodden footpaths. And on each one, it has one of those stone trail markers that you saw when you were initially entering the Ebbwoods that Ki'imi was following for the most part. And you can't make out the original markings. It seems like they've long been sort of eroded away. But there are some sort of white, claw-etched kobold markings on each of them. So in 3 different directions, kind of off to your left, straight ahead, or to the right from this little area where this house is. Path number 1 has a rounded kind of half circle, and then a little flat line, and a square with an X through it. So it has 2 symbols on it. That's a couple of symbols. The second path has a box with a single horizontal line that starts at the center and then goes out to the exterior of the box. And the third path has 3 triangles kind of pointing down like teeth. So in each direction, sort of a little different symbols in different directions.
I saw Theokus's. I was the one that Theokus gave that thing to with the.
Were you? I don't remember who.
Pretty sure. Is that what this is?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think actually you have it technically.
I
I was taking notes on
Because
it.
I do remember that I was the one that I
Yeah.
got it from
Okay.
him.
Then you have Theokus' little notepad there, or his piece of parchment that he gave you.
All right.
Do you need me to go over them again, or you?
No, I mean it's pretty clear here. Oh no, I see what you're saying. One of them was the X. One of them had 2. What was
Yep.
one was
First
2?
one was a rounded half of a circle and then a flat line off to the right.
Yeah.
And next to that, a square with an X through it.
Yeah.
2 symbols on that one.
Ghosts and danger here.
Ghosts in danger here. The next one had a square with a single line that starts in the middle and then goes out to the side.
Safety here.
And then the third one has 3 triangles pointing down like teeth. Like,
I thank you.
What's that last one?
I'll tell you. Momentarily. Safira.
Yeah.
These symbols here, these 3 paths.
Oh.
One of them leads to safety, one of them to ghosts, and the other to something big.
I will also remind you that it's safety here from the perspective of kobolds.
Right.
Not necessarily like just a nice,
There's
lovely,
a-
safe place.
A short draconic safety.
This is a safe space.
A kobold safe space.
So is that perhaps a kobold camp?
I think the decision is between ghosts and a large enemy, is it not?
No, if it's a kobold camp.
It seems like I've got 3 options: kobolds, ghosts, or
Graven's
something
like, let me
big.
clarify. I don't like that option.
To me, already that means either true safety or it means getting overrun by kobolds.
I can see the child and the
Yeah,
wolf.
she's just kind of on, sitting on her back feet, just petting.
Can
the
I
wolf.
kind of go up to the child
Yeah.
and like get down kind of to her level?
can.
Can she hear me?
You have not made any attempt to speak.
Hi, can you hear me? Hi. Thank you for taking me here. This is nice. There are 3 paths I can see. Do you have a recommendation?
And as she looks around, she turns her head, and as she turns, again, those gaps, those sort of ethereal greens and blues fill in the gaps of the structure. It seems like everywhere she looks, she's seeing the past. She's seeing the building as it stood, years and years, decades ago. So to her, as you're pointing out the path markers, she looks over to them, and that sort of stone monolith reappears as if it was, created by people. So she's not seeing the kobold symbols that you're sort of pointing out at this moment.
Right. Thank you. It's a beautiful place. I'm just gonna with my dog, and I'm gonna get down now to the sort of level of the wolf.
Sure.
Right, buddy. 3 options. Which one do you like? What about lizards? Spiky lizards? Big thing? Ghosts?
And the wolf kind of gets up on his 2 front feet. It takes a step towards you, and then just
Oh.
I'm gonna like kind of scratch his head.
a moment of trust there between you, but no indication.
I'm gonna kind of like put my head on his head. You're gonna have to bring me back, buddy, okay? I don't want to die here. You got that?
He pulls his head back, licks at your face there.
Okay. Let's do the big one. One thing, big target, can't miss it. Big one, big one.
Very well.
Good logic.
Don't want to die, but please let me. And I'm gonna kind of like start walking towards the.
Don't you have to say the prayer?
Oh, I guess I have to say the prayer in the
Leave
safe
the bow,
spot.
right?
You have to do the.
Right. And I'm gonna kind of get to the center of
I was
the
there when she got it.
No, I know.
of like the area that if there is there any like kind of altar or podium or like anything? Nothing.
Just the
really?
center
It's
of
just
this
the center
small,
of-
yeah.
Okay.
But you can be kind of leaning down where the wolf and the child were.
So I'll go and kneel where the sort of where they were, and I'll put the weapon down.
Okay.
Uni offsmu, o ariano monofieha, o pepatko, ergo
Sort of a swelling of spiritual energy, and then as you're holding the bow, it's pulled from your hands and sticks to the ground there, like it's like hovering just an inch above the ground, but trembling. And as you go, if you go to try and put your hand on it, like it is anchored there in the center of the room, sort of as if something was holding it tight to this place. And these kind of bluish and greenish strands kind of all are like holding the bow in place here, and the wolf disappears back into the bow there.
Can we all see this?
Yes, you can all see that. Yep.
Then I'm gonna take my Elatrian sword that I have and I'm gonna unsheath it
Right.
and hold it with 2 hands. Behind me, I swear to fucking the gods, if you die doing this stupid shite, I will kill you. Do you understand? I will kill you. I will go to whatever plane of existence you are and I will murder you. Yeah? Nobody gets to die other than me.
I'm sorry, you're saying that after you die.
I'm saying
if we die.
I'm
you'll
saying
be upset.
I'm saying I will rededicate my life to ruining your afterlife, please.
Good luck, Safira.
Thank you. Do not die. Erland and Orba, you look like shit. Please be careful.
He looks worse.
As Orba says that to me,
As Safira angrily walks by, so she's like,
as Orba says that to me, I'm gonna shake my head, take out a charcoal and kali pellet.
you feel that sort of dry throat feeling as it goes down your esophagus and pulls the poison from your body one strand at a time as it reaches all the way down into your stomach, and you can feel it pulling all of that toxic energy from you.
How many of those fucking things do you have?
Not me.
2 now.
Yeah.
Takes me down to 1, right?
Yes.
Oh shit, that tastes horrible.
Well, you look better already.
I feel a little better. I'm still exhausted.
Go. We'll be right behind you.
I was kind of like, I had zoned you guys out. I was
She's not like running, but Safira's sort of deliberately marching in the direction there of the large enemy ahead sign. Any other last minute things before you guys follow her?
Yeah, take a long rest.
Okay.
Graven, should things come to a really dark place, do you have the energy to bolster us up?
No.
How many healing potions do we have?
I can heal you.
All right.
I just can't bring you back from the dead.
actually realizing that, I'm gonna kind of check right before we go in. I'm gonna check my bag. Fuck, someone else take this. It's not going to be useful to me. I'm about to go down. I know I'm going to go down.
Oh, it's a healing potion?
It's a healing
I was
potion.
confused.
Sorry. Someone should take this.
Do you have any?
I have some, yes.
Okay,
Then take it,
all right,
please.
all right.
Okay.
You're not taking it, I'm just holding it.
If he puts it to his lips,
smack
it.
Otherwise, I will forget. I don't have that.
I'd rather no one have it.
It's just so you know, it's a purple broken crown one.
Oh, fun.
God, it's getting passed around.
I know, it really is.
I think I had this before.
Yeah, you might have.
I haven't done an inventory, but please use it sparingly. I don't know how many we have left.
I'll try not to use it. I'm not feeling great.
Okay. Just... I don't know if we're going to be finding these in the mountains. Go ahead.
You guys start to walk, following Safira. And the trail that branches off from the little spiritual sanctuary, it's not a long one, just a few hundred feet, carefully navigating the Ebbwoods through the underbrush. And it takes you to a little ridge that dips down into kind of a little channel where the trees disperse just enough to see the opening to a large cave. It's not immediately apparent whether it's currently occupied, but it is big enough to house a
Oh,
creature
it's occupied.
of considerable size.
Yeah. I know.
The good news as you're looking down into this little channel is that the area is fairly enclosed, and with the kobolds, diligently mapping out these little symbols, the little teeth symbols, you'd think that that big enemy ahead warning would prevent maybe scouts from wandering through. So it has that advantage of feeling like the kobolds know not to enter this area, at least to some degree. So, it gives you this kind of opportunity to maybe plan the fight, pick it without any unexpected company. So you're looking down into the area. Talk for a moment. I'm going to bring up what it looks like, and I'll show you.
We have to let you go down as we're catching up. We have to let you go down.
Yes,
But
once
we
I'm
need
down.
to be nearby so that whatever creature is in there doesn't just continue wailing on you as you're on the ground.
Yeah, I had that thought, and yes, that's true. The idea, what San explained to me, is that when I go down, if the connection is strong enough, and if the threat was real enough, the spirits are supposed to carry me back to the bow, and then I'm supposed to use the bow to defeat big, scary, whatever the fuck is in that cave. So
you have to run all the way back and get your bow?
well, no. The spirits are supposed to take me back to the bow. I mean, that's the whole
So you
thing.
have to run back from where the bow is back to where the creature is.
Or the creature will have followed me out or whatever,
Or
but
the
yes.
creature might bring the bow, perhaps?
No,
in the mouth of a
The evil
tortoise?
No, I think
No,
the
the
idea of
spirit
this
creature.
is that the spirits bring me back to the bow. And then I'm supposed to use the bow to defeat whatever just defeated me.
You must deal the killing blow.
I must, well, his notes weren't exactly that specific. I'm kind of like rifling through my notes.
Bring out the actual note.
It just, all he wrote to me is once you have rebounded, use the wild ordnance weapon to defeat your foe. This solidifies the bond and shows the spirits you will make good use of the ability. So,
Defeating and solidifying sounds like
Yeah.
you need to deal the killing blow.
Let's not, bank on the vagueness. Let's,
I mean, I'll try, obviously. I would prefer, to not die. But,
And you have to use the wild ordnance?
yes, that's
Oh,
what
so you
it
have to
says.
act, so you have to become a bear.
Well,
or a
actually,
tortoise.
it doesn't say that. So
It just says use the wild ordnance-
use the bow.
use the bow,
It
yeah.
doesn't.
Oh,
It does not say that you
I
have
mean,
to
why-
actually-
yeah, it doesn't have to be.
Well, I suppose to maybe help you avoid having to run. I don't know how long have we been walking at this point.
Not very long. Again, it was just a few hundred feet away from
Okay.
that. Yeah, it was not very long.
We distract it for long enough for her to get back. Soften it up.
Again, I'm not sure you're going to have to distract it for me to get back. I think the idea is once I go down, the spirits get me back up, but we don't know.
They take you back to where your bow is. Isn't that
Yes.
so your bow's at
We
300
don't know
feet
that
back
for sure.
that
The
way.
note doesn't say take you
Oh,
back
that's
to
what
the
it
bow.
says. It says leave the area.
Everyone's like perched on the ridge.
Yeah,
here,
we're all-
looking at the
It says,
paper.
look,
that's on
lose
it.
the fight when you are at your most. Oh, so do not.
Do not give up too easily, so you have to try to fight.
Well, yeah. Well,
What's the part about you going to the bow?
So you can't just walk in there like this. You have to go in striking.
Don't move on to a new idea. I want to hear.
No, that's step 4.
No,
Now we're
but
talking-
I want to settle one question first before we move on to a different idea.
Can I be looking for markings and seeing if
It
I can
doesn't
suss out?
say anything about
Yeah,
that.
give
No,
me
I'm
an
confused.
investigation check.
Well, I feel like I should have asked him the question because now, really, I'm actually looking at this and going, well, hang on.
What are you confused by? What are we? What question are we on
I'm
at
just
the moment?
wondering. Is he saying the spirits will carry me unconscious back to the bow? Or does he just mean they will get me up off the
It
ground?
doesn't say that specifically.
Okay.
It says that when you go down, when you're at your most vulnerable, if the connection feels strong,
Okay.
they'll carry you to safety, is what it says.
Okay. Look, I have no idea. But
Okay.
either way, when I go down, you have to let me go down and please try to not let him keep hitting me, whatever it is.
Okay.
Right.
Are we ready? Are you guys alright?
8 on that.
Okay, yeah, you don't find any other symbols. Go ahead and turn your battle maps on for me.
Hmm.
And I'm going to show you guys what we're pointing out.
Awesome.
If the safety that you get carried to is not directly at your bow, this might involve us goading this thing back to that rubble.
Yes.
I suppose, but either way, the way I'd like to do this fight, and I know you have a bit of a problem with this, but didn't you pick up one of those potions?
Of an alchemist's fire,
Yeah.
yes.
In so much as possible, please stay far away from it. I want it to be able to lay its attacks on me, and then as soon as I go down, you can get closer. But for the first part of the fight, stay as far the fuck away from it as you can, yeah?
So here's my suggestion, perhaps. I am the fastest of all of us. We want to lure whatever is inside out. We don't want you running into the cave by yourself.
That's very stupid.
You can't just call out and have it exit the cave.
I was
Oh, perhaps we
gonna
can
say
try
I
that.
don't think luring it is gonna be really that difficult.
So you stand in
We're not
front
gonna
of
exactly
us.
have to leave a trail of treats.
Yes, you stand in front of us, then yell and see if that lures the creature out.
Okay, yes. I would like for you to be very far away from me. So
Yes.
can I get up to the mouth of this cave
Go ahead.
and then you back up and we'll start?
Does
Okay.
Are we ready?
no.
Okay.
If we zoom out to look at this cave, could somebody get on top, kind of?
Let me show you kind of what it looks
Oh,
like.
yeah,
So
give us a tour.
here's you guys on the ridge here, looking down into this little slightly lower area, and here is the mouth of the cave over here. So,
Okay.
You gotta get closer.
yeah.
Can you do maybe a different mood light? It's just a little hard to see. Is that
Now that you guys have seen the mood.
Sorry.
There we go.
Not to ruin the mood.
So can you see that there?
Yes.
The entrance
Yes.
to the
Thank
cave. Great. Great. So the entrance to the cave is there. Yep. So it's very thick forestation, but possibly if someone wanted to kind of climb some branches and stuff, get up on the sort of top end, you would have to do so maybe quietly if you wanted to do so without if there's something inside the cave. But yes, possibly. So you guys are over here. And so this
God.
is you're about 180 feet from the entrance of the cave there.
Okay.
I would like you, Orba, up on top of there if you think you can get up there quietly enough.
I would like for her to not be far from you so that you can always touch her in case you needed to.
I
right?
think that we should actually, I think we three should stay quite close together.
I agree. I think you three stay close together. I stay close to it.
A few feet behind her. I would say perhaps.
As many
I'm
feet
going to be
behind
at
me
least
as you
80
can
feet behind us
stay
then.
and
Okay,
still be able
I-
to run up and catch me.
I want to be 40 feet away from you then, so
Okay.
that I can get to you quite quickly.
Okay.
And then you perhaps can be 80 feet and. somewhere I'm just. Yes?
What's wrong, Graven?
These sound like a lot of things that we won't have a lot of control over. We don't even know what this thing is yet.
What we do have control over is you staying back and staying together. That we can control.
We
So-
can perhaps hide, actually. What if we hide nearby? Or behind a tree, perhaps? So she's the only one visible.
We're not even interacting with battle. You mean?
At the start, until she goes
Well,
down.
Right,
you,
yes.
You don't need to be until I'm down. Please don't.
I am happy to just hide. I am so happy to just hide.
Okay.
So let's move quietly then forward.
All right. I'll start
Everyone
moving
stepping down the
quietly,
ridge
yeah.
there. Yeah. Stealth checks from everyone.
Natural motherfucking one.
Stealth check with advantage?
What? Just
No.
20.
Oh, you said
stealth check.
disadvantage.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
heard it.
disadvantage.
We're fine. 2.
11.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So Safira is first to go down, kind of quickly
Terrified.
slides down the side of the ridge. Takes some quiet steps forward, and immediately behind you, you hear kind of as everyone else is trying to scale the ridge, and Erland's just exhausted from being awake as long as he has. One hand kind of slips off the rocks. And immediately there's just this kind of echoing sound because it's all kind of enclosed in this little sort of tree area where it's all surrounding you in this little clearing. And after a couple of those sounds of rocks trickling down,
Sounds like a boar?
No, it's a carol.
Oh.
those are the sounds that you hear kind of coming from
I'm gonna kind of quietly stay hidden.
I mean, you guys have barely gotten down the ridge at this point. You heard as you guys were like.
I'm gonna start moving forward.
This is going to be fast and strong.
I certainly fucking hope so, mate.
Did it sound similar to what we heard south of Nibikapora?
Possibly, yes. It's making like gorilla ape noises. It's hard to tell exactly what it is, but yes, it sounds like a
Okay.
ape or gorilla type creature.
Orba, I say you go hide now.
Okay. Orba's gonna hide in that tree just diagonal to the left.
Here?
And then she'll, like, kind of maybe keep going forward after her friends have very much traversed that area.
Okay, so Safira's kind of walking forward. Where's Erland and Graven going?
I'm following Safira.
Okay, Erland's
Trees
kind of
over
staying by the trees here. Graven.
Can you zoom out a little bit?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that tree to the left between Safira and Erland.
This one here?
Yeah.
All of us just popping up behind the little trees.
Everybody
Look at us
moving kind of
going.
from tree to
So
tree.
cute.
And Safira kind of gets a little further out into the clearing here. Erland and Graven getting ready to just get a little bit closer. And as soon as Safira's kind of just out here, you start to a little bit of kind of noise of something kind of hitting its fists against a wall. And finally emerging from that sort of dark curtain in front of the cave, you see a sort of gorilla face peek out and one arm kind of holding up at the top of the cave, and then a second arm, and then a third arm, and a fourth arm, and the Gearlawn before you kind of takes a couple steps out, and it has two hands out to the side. With one, it's kind of scratching its stomach, and it looks right at you. And you make eye contact with it.
Oh God.
And it starts to run toward you, and that is where we're going to end.
Oh my god! I have 7 HP.
Oh, you go down
Oh, it's
quick
gonna
then.
be fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down so fast.
As I don't think they didn't have a proper Gearlawn, but they did have a ape creature here.
puppy.
That
I don't want to kill him. Look at how sweet he is.
I know what movie that is.
He looks like an orangutan.
No, it's like the they're
Kinda.
cute and on Reddit all the
Look how
time. It's the
cute he
ones that like
is.
eat and then like reach out. Oh shit, I can't remember what they're called.
Well, in real life, it's not that cute.
Aw,
Everybody
God,
wipe
damn
that
it.
from your memory.
It's like Goro from
Capuchin.
Mortal Kombat.
Capuchin,
Yeah,
that's it. Nice job,
there you go.
Roberto.
Oh,
Monkey.
capuchin. Yeah, it does look kind of like a capuchin monkey.
Can I take this healing potion now?
No!
No!
Oh my God, what did I say?
Would you you have the time to?
No!
No.
No, I don't.
So this creature is kind of on its 2 feet, and it's using the ones by its side to kind of grab trees and rocks to propel itself forward. It's just barreling down on Safira.
I'm
as
just
fast as
holding
possible.
my-
And you watch Safira
Yeah.
two-handed hold her ground, but
I
that
have
is
my
where
2 hitters plus 4
we're
right
going
now.
to pick it up. Next
you don't even
time.
have a
Oops,
bow,
I have
right?
the
No, I
wrong-
don't have my bow.
God
That's
damn
kind of the
it.
whole thing.
So,
Oh my god.
as Safira attempts to master the terminal rebound, as taught to her, excellent job with the Elven prayer, by the way.
Yes, that was great.
I practiced.
Awesome.
Perfectly recited. And yeah, you found your little spiritual spot. I was curious to see which route you guys would go for.
I thought this would maybe be I thought this would
No,
I thought
single
not
enemy,
getting
yeah.
swarmed would
That
be
was a good
better.
idea.
Single enemies, there's the advantage to
And
that. as
fuck
well.
ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't want to
Useless.
deal with
I thought
ghosts
Graven's good
anymore, 'cause
against
it was-
ghosts. I didn't know if you were
Well,
gonna go.
the issue is you're not, and you're not sometimes, because depending on
Orba
what
can
build out
go.
you are.
Oh, I do magic.
I guess you do,
I'm
but
shooting
yeah.
out magic out of my
I
veins,
know, but
baby.
this felt like the one where I was like,
Look.
everyone can hit this. Everyone can attack.
Everyone can attack a big Gearlawn.
Erland be sitting around with his nunchaku in his hands every fucking goes.
So we started today with a combat. We'll start next time with a combat.
Oh my god, it's never ending. We've been in and out of combat for.
Yeah.
I just want to sleep.
I know, we all just.
The
wanna
Ebbwoods
sleep.
have been a struggle.
God damn it, never coming.
I'm gonna cast Sending
0 out
to
of 10.
Erland to say, don't you fucking drink that
Don't fucking do it. Do it.
Gotcha, do it.
You can't even see him, but you just hear like.
You're like, you little bitch. We said no.
That's stupendous.
We
I
told
love
you
that.
no.
So that is where we'll pick up next time. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope you're enjoying this wide variety of battle maps. I'd love to give a couple shout outs.
Oh yes, please.
So the Manasami Ruins Lift, Baldrax and Gajia, G-A-J-I-A, both on Tales Bazaar, using some aspects of their map. And then here at the cave, this is Jayco, Jayco. So thank you for letting us use some of your awesome sort of map assets, as we've used them to great effect here in the Ebbwoods, and hopefully we'll continue to.
Before I do subs and beads,
Yes.
one final announcement.
Yes. Next week, we actually won't be diving back into combat. We will when we resume, but Canadian Thanksgiving. Everyone have a lovely Canadian Thanksgiving. We have some celebrators of Canadians. So, Safira and Erland will not be here next week, and what that means for us is we're going to do a little tabletop talks. It's been a little while since we've been one. We'll do a little reflecting on Season 2, because the last time was just before Season 2, so we'll be doing kind of a look back at the 14, 15 episodes that it's been since then. And we will also be welcoming back Erica. We've always wanted to have a guest back to sort of reflect on their experience on the show, so we'll chat a little bit about her thoughts on Kiimi and the party dynamic as a whole. So,
Wait, so not just a Kiimi one shot?
it's just Erica.
Just Erica.
Wait, can it do
You guys sit at a table with 3
time.
people.
Can it be a solo session of her at the gravestone?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Honestly,
instead.
let's do that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, Anthony and I will be on a
It'll
camera.
just be like,
Oh no, don't do that.
Don't go behind the grave.
So look forward to that.
Yes.
And then the following week we'll pick it right back up here. But
We'll be doing like the same like YouTube and Discord posts to collect questions and stuff. Although I feel like also doing questions live, that was awesome as
yeah,
well.
we can do that. And also we'll look back. I know we didn't get to everything last
I
time.
still
so
have those
I think I do
docs.
still have the list. So if there was some stuff on there that sort of looked like good questions that we didn't get to, we can try and go back on some of those as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Shall I
Yeah.
close us out?
Please do. Please take us home.
Okay,
Oh, baby.
here comes the laundry list of goodness. Silly generous. Crazy Locha did 100 bits. Michael did 1,000. Mickle 123 did 1,000 bits. Crazy Locha did 100 bits. Snapping Cobra did 100 bits. Jack Rabbit Power did 5 community subs. Jeremiah did 100 bits. Thank you so much. JC did 200 bits. Crazy Locha gave out 10 community subs. Mickle 123 did 550 bits. Crazy Locha with 1,000 bits. Mickle with 1,500 bits.
my
Y'all are crazy. Jack Rabbit Power with 1,000 bits. Snapping Cobra with 1 bit. Jeremiah with 100 bits. Pokodoko gave out a sub. Jack Rabbit Power gave out 5 community subs. Crazy Locha gave out 10 community subs. Jeremiah gave out another community sub. In the Filth gave out 500 bits. Hopeful Optimus 3 bits. Crazy Locha 2 more subs. What is happening? Jack Rabbit Power did 1,900 bits. What did I say?
Not like,
I
don't know.
And finally, Snapping Cobra did 148 bits.
What?
Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Cheesy pizza.
What
do you-
unbelievable, incredible. Thank you guys so much for enjoying the stream, and we can't wait to be back. We're chomping at the bit. I'm sorry we have to take sort of another week off
I'm gonna
from
be
Maine.
so
We'll have
scared
to, yeah,
all
you'll have
week.
to be, everyone
God,
can be
2
like,
weeks.
how many attacks can I survive on? 3 hit.
With 7 HP, and you guys are.
You're
we
supposed to run out,
collectively
it'll be fine.
have like
I
less
know.
than 20.
We
Yeah, wait, what do we
collectively
got?
do have like 20
Yeah,
HP.
how much you got?
I got 3.
7.
12.
10,
7.
22,
22,
29
29,
totally?
29 totally. This is
That's
not
like
how I wanted to do it
one
at this
multi-attack from this thing.
Yeah.
I tried.
I will say, I do
I
have
fucking
I'm
tried.
sorry, I didn't know what to do.
I do have color spray still, so I can blind him for like a round or
I
so.
mean,
like 6
I'm gonna be
Well, like
pulling out
7
subs
seconds.
too. I'm gonna have to be using my special arrows.
We'll be fine.
We better find another arrow.
You don't
guy.
even know when you're gonna have the bow in your hands.
I know.
That's true.
I tried.
Well, listen, those spirits better carry me far away.
Great, so we can all.
far, far
Oh, she's
away.
gone.
Yeah, the Kirillon's just like,
Shit.
you 3 fuckers? I don't know.
Oh.
Plus 8 to
no.
hit, I should be able to kill it.
Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful week. We'll be welcoming Erica back. We'll say hey, throw some questions at us at Erica, and we'll see you guys next week, same time.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Have a great week, everybody.
Night.
Bye.
Oh. Bye.